At Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2577. 800-375-2577. 800-375-2577.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
The NBA playoffs are underway, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. Boston is currently trading at 14% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out $667 if they take the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers. And as odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PASS to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the Who.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
What are you people? On dope?
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Ago today in Clearwater, Florida. Keith Richards, quote unquote, fell asleep. Translation, dozed off after some black tar heroin. In I think it was the Fort Harrison Hotel. And before he nodded off, I imagine the sleep on heroin would just be unbelievable. I mean, I'm not looking to shoot it or smoke it or snort it or anything, but I bet that heroin sleep is on the level of like an opium sleep. Weird dreams.
Oh, yeah. Lucid.
So, Keith, I imagine the number of times Keith Richards has fallen asleep with a lit cigarette is in the thousands. He falls asleep after, I believe the guitarists call it noodling. Probably on a Fender Stratocaster. Now, I know you music nerds are like, Keith never played a Fender Stratocaster. I don't know what Keith played, okay?
I believe it is a Strat.
Oh, lucky guess. And when he woke up, he pressed play on the tape recorder that he had been recording on the night before. Right up the road in Clearwater, Florida, 20 minutes from here, right by the beautiful Billheimer Capitol Theater, the new Baycare Sound. Scientology Incorporated, Tom Cruise's new place. And he pressed play, probably heard a whole lot of barely decipherable gobbledygook, And somewhere amidst all of that was the guitar riff that opens this song. I imagine a lot of artists probably have great ideas late at night, but don't have the wherewithal to record it, and they wake up and go, "Oh, damn, what was that idea I had last night?" So, Keith, thank God for all of us. Well, he left his tape recorder running and then woke up and played back the opening for I Can't Get No Satisfaction, an amazing song by the Rolling Stones.
When I was actively doing stand-up.
You did stand-up?
Nah, I don't like to brag.
Actively? Does that mean you're like passively doing it now?
No,
you're in retirement?
No, because I don't do it anymore.
You could be coaxed out of retirement?
No, I don't do it anymore. When I was professionally doing it, I would, doing your day-to-day, you would think of something would come across, you'd hear something, and you'd formulate the joke right then and there. You go, "Oh, my God, that's hysterical."
Yeah.
And then you go, I should write it down. You go, "I know, it's so funny, I'll remember it." Dude, more than a dozen times, like later in the day or the next day, I'm like, what the hell was that joke? And it was gone, baby, gone.
I know. I went through a period where I was using my voice memo a lot for stuff for the show, and then I realized I would never listen back to it. And I'm like, why am I, hey, for this week's show, here's a great idea. And then I
never go back.
I could probably go back to my voice memos now and find stuff from Morning X. It's just the way it is, man. And thank God Keith had that. Yeah. I don't want to say thank God because really it's a great song, but should we really be thanking God for it? Let's reserve that for better stuff. But thank someone that Keith Richards had recorded that riff because it's arguably the greatest and most recognizable riff in rock and roll.
And if you are trying to, write a hit song, you can't afford not to document a great riff.
Yeah, because before that, did the Stones really have anything before 1965? I don't know that they did.
That song might have put them. I think they had maybe one that one certainly put them on the map, but I think they might have had like a hit prior to that.
All right, I'm going to take a look. Albums, I don't think that was their first album because they were touring behind it. By the way, I'm sure they played a concert in Clearwater. Okay, so the self-titled Rolling Stones came out in 1964. It had Mona, I Need You, Baby.
No.
Clearly an homage to Who's the Boss? I'm a King Bee. I'm a King Bee.
King Bee. Buzzing around your hive.
You know what's so funny is when they say that like the Rolling Stones ripped off all those great blues artists, black blues artists of America. I always think, I don't hear that much of a blues influence. I was wrong.
Listen,
well, I'm a king.
In his defense,
baby.
I think Keith Richards will gladly tell you he ripped off a lot of black blues artists.
Yeah, I can make honey, baby.
Good Lord. By the way, did you happen to see but he's Maurice Umdrew. This is Drew Garabo, blah, blah, blah. Did you happen to see the Conan O'Brien interview of the Rolling Stones that he just recorded?
No, sir.
He did it up on stage. I was probably for like Netflix as a joke or something, but I don't ever want to make fun of someone for being old because we all get there if we're lucky. But Mick for the last 20 years has been, He's wearing his age.
Yeah.
He's alive. He's 80-something years old. But he told a story of meeting Robert Smith from The Cure for the first time. And it wasn't that long ago. He said, we were recording something. And he turns around with that makeup on and says, "You Robert Smith." You would think that all those British musicians know each other, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of them, though.
Yeah. Today is Amy Heckerling Appreciation Day.
Oh.
Because we do not give this lady her flowers like we should. In fact, I said the name Amy Heckerling, and you're probably like, not you, Mo, but you're probably listening going, who? I don't know Amy Heckerling. Oh, but you do. Especially if you're a person of a certain age like Maurice and I are. For 72-year-old Amy Heckerling, I know. 72-year-old Amy Heckerling has put together and directed some of the most iconic films of our lifetime. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, yeah, probably art school films that only you and Mo would know. No, my friend, my cynical imaginary friend. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Look Who's Talking 1 and 2. National Lampoon's European Vacation.
Oh, I forgot she did that.
She sure as hell did.
She did.
Clueless. Did I say Johnny Dangerously with the Fargan Ice Holes?
Oh, come on, man.
What a legendary director. And at 5:30 today, we'll have a little audio game that will allow you to win some prizes by knowing clips from Amy's wonderful pieces of work.
By the way, a little babe, cute babe. Back in the day.
Back in the day, sure. She's
not at 72.
70-something.
I told her with Fast Times, she had to be like in her 20s.
It is Take It Back Thursday, so if there's something you think you should take back or if there's something you think we should take back, by all means, throw us a shout, 800-771-1025. Jump on in the YouTube chat. A lot of fine folks in there. YouTube.com. And just look up Drew Garabo Show or 102.5 The Bone. You'll see like a little spinning 102.5 The Bone disc. Click it, and boom, you're looking at nothing right now. Why it's not showing us? Oh, there we are. Hi. And I'm wearing a shirt for Matt and Zach today. I bought it on the cruise ship. Shout out to Captain Christian on one of their cruises that they did where they played live. Great boys. They played the Bone Beach Bash last year, and we're working on something real special for later on this year. I don't want to jinx it, but we're working on something, okay? I had an observation about an hour and a half before the show started today, and trying to find the right way to word this. I have been very vocal about elderly people driving and how once you pass the age of 80, they should take your keys away. I'm not saying I changed my mind because I still think that once you get into your 80s and 90s, you lack the necessary dexterity and reaction time to be considered anything but a hazard on the road. There's not one person over the age of 85 who has sufficient reaction time on the road to avoid an accident. Not one. Just physically, mentally, you can't do it. Today, I walked down. I like to support the merchants in this plaza because I've been working here 15 years and I've seen some businesses come and go.
Sure.
So the ones that stay, I want them to stay. John single-handedly keeps Thai Walk in business. So no offense to Henry and the gang over there, but I no longer worry about them because Sending eats there 3 or 4 days a week. And on his business alone, they are thriving, not just surviving, but thriving. So
I'd like to give Winn-Dixie Liquors a shout out.
Are they still around?
You looking at the reason?
So good. I like this. Between you and John, you're keeping Winn-Dixie Liquors, even though it's an Aldi.
No, they kept the Winn-Dixie kept the branding on the liquor store.
Right, but it's an Aldi grocery store and a Winn-Dixie liquor store.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't.
Not at all. So the. By the way, there's breaking bad military news. I just feel because we give you news. Iran's military fired missiles at enemy units following what an Iranian official described as a U.S. attack on an Iranian tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. I'm not saying this is going to be one of those like Monitor versus Merrimack or Pearl Harbor type situations, but this ain't no good.
But the war is over.
Exactly. So, but I digress. So I'm out there enjoying a lunch at Skyway Cafe. I love the place. It's a breakfast lunch joint, Greek themed. The lady who runs it is just such a great lady. And every once in a while, they do a blackened chicken Greek salad that will knock your Aunt Connie's panties off. Amazing. Blackened chicken, feta cheese, banana peppers. I have them hold the black olives. And the lady, she knows I love the tzatziki. I never order it with the tzatziki, but she always throws it in there because she knows I love it. And so today I'm eating that. And I look up, and this beautiful older couple, combined age has to be 180 years at least. They're both in their 90s, dressed to the nines like old people do because they don't leave the house in short pants or anything but formal gear. And they leave the restaurant. They were sitting in a booth. They get up and they walk past me. And I mean, they walk past me very, very slowly, very, very gingerly. And they get into a vehicle. And at first I thought to myself, oh, my God, should I call St. Pete PD and tell them to put a bolo out on 4th Street for these people? But then I thought, taking away their right to drive is basically sentencing them to death. They probably live to leave their house, right, and go get something to eat at the Skyway Cafe. Who am I to deprive these beautifully octogenarians plus 10 years, because I don't know how to say 90-year-olds, November-degarians? Who am I to deny them their simple pleasure of dressing up, driving their vehicle, and getting something to eat?
Yeah, but you're watching them amble out of a diner.
Barely.
A cafe.
Barely.
You're not watching them go across 275.
All I could think about is I hope they live close by. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
What's going on, Drew? And many prayers your way for your recent diagnosis.
Well, thank you very much for the first call reminding me of cancer. I had forgotten for a good 16 minutes, and here we are. Thank you. Thank you so much. There goes the refuge. Cool. Thank you. It's so funny because this morning I thought, I bet today I cannot mention anything, and we might be able to get through an hour or two. The guy means well, don't get me wrong, and thank you, sir. But damn, right there, smack dab in the middle of having a good time, bringing up topics. There it is. Boom. Great job bringing up your cancer, Garabo. You announce a diagnosis, and some well-meaning son of a gun on the phone is going to remind you of it right out the chute. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Have you stepped down off the soapbox yet?
There's no soapbox. I'm giving you my honest reaction to you mentioning the fact that I've got cancer right out the chute. I know I appreciate the prayers, I suppose, but I was just like, I was just trying to have a vibe and a good time here today, and I realize it's the price tag for bringing up my diagnosis, but I would just ask, could we just maybe have some fun and talk about stuff, Well,
yeah, we're talking about old people.
Right.
Old people die of cancer all the time. I live in Cape Coma. And all the old people around me have now started to chip in, and they buy Teslas that are self-driving. It's beautiful. Old people buy a Tesla. It'll drive you around, and you don't have to worry about dying in some horrible crash. Drew, I love the show, and I hope you remain healthy. Take care, guys.
The old people dying of cancer line was very interesting. That is so interesting because I was thinking to myself, man, I really bet if I don't mention it and I throw stuff out there and we can talk about other stuff that we can get through an hour or so. This is on me, by the way. I brought this upon myself by bringing up my diagnosis, and I gladly and eagerly accept all that goes along with it. I don't have to love it, but I eagerly accept all that goes along with it. Sometimes I just wish I could forget again.
I told you to tell the people you had bursitis, but you didn't want to listen, Drew.
Was that inflammation of the hip or the knee?
Not only do I not know, I don't know if it's bursitis or brusitis.
Oh, no, it's bursitis.
It is bursitis.
Is it a back thing? Hold on one second. Now I got to look
I just know it's something old people get.
It is. Bursitis is inflammation of the fluid-filled sacs or bursae that cushion joints, typically caused by repetitive high-pressure movement. So it's all the joints in your body.
Oh, that don't sound good.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So now, if you could just say, hey, Drew, good luck on the bursitis.
Yeah, there you go.
800-771-1025. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your prayers. I would just, it's the one reason I didn't bring it up for about 6 months is because I love to get lost in the show a little bit. And when someone, even with well wishes, mentions it, it's just like front of mind, bam, I've got cancer, I might die. You don't have to understand it if you don't want to. In fact, I pray you never have to understand it. I hope you never have to go through it. It is the price tag of making a diagnosis public, but I would just gently ask if you do indeed pray for me, keep it between you and God. Drew Garabo Live. Hello, who are you?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Love the show.
Thank you, brother. What's going on?
Of course. Hey, speaking of old people driving, no disrespect included, of course. We actually had to write a paper in high school. This is back in 2005, of course. what would you write your congressman about? And, what laws would you like to change in Florida?
Yeah.
And 70% of the school put, if you're over 75 or something like that, you got to get off the road. I don't even know if it was in Florida. I saw it was an older guy. He must have been in his 80s. He was in a Cadillac, and he sent the entire thing underneath a school bus with kids in it. And apparently the toxicology report, he wasn't impaired. He was just older, and he just never hit the brakes.
Happens all the time. And when you look at the number of motorcycle deaths, and thank you very much for the call. If you look at the number of motorcycle deaths here and the ones that are killed by elderly people who just don't see them, it's tragic. Young people losing their lives because old people are driving. And again, I realize today that it might be a bit, I don't even want to say cruel, but you can't take away their reason to live.
Well, but we're also in a society in a day and age where it is a lot easier to get modes and means of transportation to certain
That
places.
is true. But a lot of elderly folks are on a fixed income and they can't afford them Ubers.
Well, they shouldn't be out eating in fancy cafes then.
Pretty reasonable price cafe. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
G-Biz loves the...
Get out of here. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
This Tim.
You don't sound sure about that.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, good. Thanks. I'm sorry. Just want to chime in. Great subject.
Thank you.
I'm in fall prevention industry, and my father-in-law, 93 years old, still drives.
Oh, my
brand
God.
New car.
93.
Plays pickleball 4 days a week for 2 hours.
Amazing.
And we're frightened every day he drives.
Yeah, I imagine you and everybody else driving around him. And look, he can have his faculties. He can have his wits about him. But 90 is 90. You know what I mean? I hope he doesn't drive major roadways. I hope he's, taking mostly residential streets. Yeah.
Well, here's a good one for you. He met this older woman at the pickleball court, YMCA. They go to lunch, and she needed a ride home. And she was up there in the older ages. We've never met her before.
Oh, God.
And she lives all the way in Clearwater over by the Belcher Road or somewhere over there. And he doesn't use a cell phone. He only has a landline. We have a GPS on his car so that we can sort of track them when we can't find them.
Oh, no.
And we're like, what's he doing way over there? So all alarms go out. We all get in our cars. We all start, excuse the language, but it was, it's frightening at times, but
that guy threw himself off by cursing. I wasn't going to hang up on him because I understood it was just an inadvertent profanity, but he really cursed and then derailed himself. No need, sir. It happens. I'm not. I'll allow you one accidental, inadvertent one. I have to dump it, but I ain't going to get mad at you most of the time. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. Nice to hear you back, Mo.
Thank you.
Sup?
Hi, this is Tammy. I just wanted to let you know I have one better. My girlfriend has a father who is 96, and he is like the Energizer Bunny. She called him one day to come over and kill a palmetto bug at her townhome. He came over driving. He was up and down those stairs faster than I could walk them, got in that car, drove away. I could not believe he was 96. It just astounded me.
But 96, no matter how astute you might be, no matter how with it you might be, 96 should not be driving, correct?
No, he was awesome. I could not believe how well he was driving.
I don't think you're getting my point. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. The 90-year-old with the best reflexes is still a 90-year-old.
Right.
I think a 14-year-old could drive better than a 90-year-old. I take that back because a 90-year-old's been driving for about 80 years. So at least they have experience.
In your 90s, though, you also have to allow for the fact that you literally could just die. I'm not trying to be cruel.
No, you're right.
But you could just you're driving on the interstate and Des be like, "Hey, dude, it's time."
Yeah, you're right.
You're out.
We had an argument when Nikki was on the show. I'll never forget this because she made the argument that no one can die of old age. You always die of something. Even if you're 97 years old, you don't die of old age.
Right.
You die of something, which I guess that's true. But to your point, if you're 96 years old and driving down the road, Father Time could just come along and go, hey, tap, 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 tap. What? Oh,
yeah, because that's 90 years plus of getting stuff that is something that could kill you. You'd have to ask yourself this. If you got onto a plane and you saw a 95-year-old pilot and you had an 8-hour flight, you tell me you'd be comfortable with that. Because I wouldn't.
No, I don't even want one on the same flight with me in the cabin.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
just to pick off where that last lady left off about the 90-year-old.
Yes, sir.
What's the thought about, like, the aliens coming out?
Can you connect the dots there for me?
Well, the 90-year-old's driving. That can't happen. And now they're releasing the files about the UFOs. So I was just getting your opinion.
I will answer your question as long as you can explain to me how that segue works.
Well, they were talking about the pickleball lady before that, or the guy that met with the pickleball, the old guy. You're following me, right?
No. I'm
okay,
trying.
Well, there was a dude. Oh, well, hey, Drew.
Hi.
Hey, so there was this guy that called about a pickleball, and he was driving, and then that last lady was like 90 years old or something. And then I was like, man, what about the alien stuff that's coming out?
Can you just give me a moment so I can go slam my head into a blunt object, lose 75 IQ points, and then I'll be on your level and I'll understand what point and how those are connected?
Oh, I can't draw it out for you, my man.
You're going to have to because, look, we'll take calls on anything at any time. We have no screener. We have no direction. We'll take calls on anything. You could have just called and said, hey, Drew, what about the alien files that they're going to release? And we'd be like, yeah, man, cool. I'm just trying to figure out, you're trying to somehow make a linear connection between the pickleball call, a 90-year-old driver, and the aliens.
Well, that's just how it works, my man. I don't know.
Well, just so we're on the same page here, I've been doing talk radio for 30 years now. I think I know how it works.
Do you, my man?
I'm open to the fact about being wrong about some things, but
Mo, step in. You agree with me, man?
He does not. He is mocking you. This is one of Mo's skill sets. Dumbasses like you never know that Mo is mocking you. You think he's on your side. In actuality, he is mocking you along with me. He's just slick enough to do it in a way that it goes over your Neanderthal head, dumbass.
My man.
He ain't wrong, Drew.
So, okay.
He's my buddy. So back to the aliens. Take out the pickleball.
Nope.
You obviously are following me.
Nope. I can't take out the pickleball. You got to explain to me how that segue works, and I'll be happy to participate in this discussion.
Well, when you think about like 90-year-old people, right? And then, back then when they were kids, there really wasn't cars. There was cars, but like not a lot of them. And then, started thinking about space and then the moon landing and stuff. And then I was like, man, they're doing something about the aliens this month or week. And I was like, man, what if he heard about that? So I called about that.
What do you do for work?
I work in HVAC.
Okay. I know some pretty bright HVAC guys, so I'm not going to denigrate the entire profession. What's the highest level of education that you achieved?
Senior in high school.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Now we're talking. And you didn't graduate, right? You dropped out?
Oh, no. I passed.
No, you didn't.
This is a learned man, Drew.
This is a man who thinks that word is pronounced learned.
My man. See, Mo's always coming in.
All right, I'm going to let you go, dude. I don't feel like beating the crap out of you today. You sound, no offense, like a dumbass, and the worst kind of dumbass is the dumbass that doesn't know he's a dumbass. So I could tell you till I'm blue in the face what a dumbass you are, but you're just not going to understand me because I'm going to use words that fly over your dumbass head. You understand where I'm coming from?
So we're going to skip over the alien part, my man?
You boxed you into a hole, Drew.
Drew Garabo Live, how can I help you?
What's up, Drew? Mo, it's Lewis.
Thursday.
Hey, was he trying to say put this alien's nuts in your face? Like, it's not funny, bro.
I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out the connection there.
I don't think he had a connection. It was just all this alien
I saw the Lightning game.
Oh,
bro.
hold on.
Game 7, bro.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Steve Weintraub is calling us on Microsoft Teams right now. That's very.
We better pick that up.
Steve, is it you? Oh, let's see. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I got to hit join now. Hold on. All right. This is interesting. We're supposed to talk to Steve Weintraub, and I'm getting a call on my Microsoft Teams, and I think it might be him. Steve, are you there? It says Steve Weintraub call in with Drew Garabo live, and my phone started ringing on my computer. Oh. All right. Thanks, Lewis. Appreciate that. Maybe the reminder just popped up and I clicked on something.
Maybe.
800-771-1025. There he is. What's up, Stevie Diamonds?
Hey, how are you?
Really good, buddy. It's great to hear from you. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm out of retirement, back to work. My son decided he wanted to go into the stock trading business, or AKA gambling. So,
legalized gambling with business in America.
Exactly. So, I let him pursue that passion, and Stevie Diamonds is back at work.
That's what we like to hear, man. The good Lord puts us where we're supposed to be, and something decided in this great, big, confusing universe of ours, my good man, that you were not meant to be in Park City, Utah. You were meant to be in beautiful, humid Florida selling diamonds to people, right?
Well, I'm having a good time. We're I don't know if I told you this, but we're going through a 2-3 year expansion of the store, building a second story. So it's exciting times for us. Our business is great. And, 3 years ago, I had 5 kids working in the business. Now I have 1. My daughter just got married, moved to Orlando to a really nice guy and his family.
Good.
And my eldest son wrote a book, and he's trying to get that published. So everybody, what my dream is not necessarily what your kids' dreams is, and I just want them to be happy, I guess.
That's what it's all about, my good man. If our kids are happy, then we are doing our job as a dad, right?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just not always the way you planned it, but it is what it is. So I'm happy for them. And listen, I'm too young to retire anyhow. So
you are.
Here I am.
Yeah, you are. So if my math is correct, right now, since it is May 7th and this runs through May 8th, there is a $500 Mother's Day gift card match going on until tomorrow. So you have until tomorrow or through tomorrow. So till close of business tomorrow, if you purchase up to a $500 gift card at Gold and Diamond Source, they're going to match it. So if you buy a $500 gift card, you have $1,000 to spend at the dazzling showroom of Gold and Diamond Source. Did I get that right, Stevie Diamonds?
Yeah, you did. And a lot of people already know about our gift card match. And it started yesterday, today, and it runs through end of business tomorrow. So 500 gets you 1,000. So basically, you're buying stuff for half off. And there's more. There's more. And what we decided to do through the end of the month is, gold is almost at $5,000 and silver is trading at, $80. Through the end of the month, whatever you bring in to sell, let's say, for example, you come in and you have gold that's old gold that you're not using that's worth $2,500. We will double that towards a trade for something in our store. So $2,500 that we would normally cut it's up to $2,500. So you can trade your old gold or silver or any precious metal jewelry or diamonds up to $2,500, and we will make that $5,000 towards a purchase in the store.
Ooh.
So that's through the end of the month. So that's awesome. Been very popular as well.
Yeah, that's great. And man, you want to talk about jewelry for every budget. You go in there, you tell them what you want to spend. They will give you a myriad of options. You can trade up your stuff. So if you get something now and then a couple of years down the road, you're in a better financial situation, then boom, you trade that in, you get something really, really nice. And man, you can experience tremendous service every time you go in there. They take care of you just like your family.
Well, thank you, Drew. Your old partner was in the store.
He told me
a couple days ago. I had a great talk with John. So, anyhow, yeah, we're rocking and rolling over here, and we invite everybody to come out. If you can make it by tomorrow for the gift card match, that's great. If not, bring in some old gold or diamonds or stuff you're not using, and trade it for that.
Hell yeah. On a personal note, I just want to thank you again. I announced on Monday my diagnosis and my treatment plan and everything, and I said it then and I'll say it now. I am so eternally grateful to you for turning me on to my absolute favorite doctor of all time, Dr. Piriani, radiation oncologist. He is absolutely incredible. His demeanor, his passion, his bedside manner, everything about this guy resonated with me, Steve, and I would have never contacted him had you not called me and recommended him to me. I can't thank you enough.
Well, you're welcome. But, I think me and you went down the same path. We explored different types of surgeries, and, cancer is an awful thing. And you just don't know when it happens to you. You're confused and you're looking for advice. And me and you almost did the exact same thing. And then I ran into Dr. Piriani, who literally saved my life. And not only that, made it such a great experience because, going through what we go through is an unknown territory for us all and for our families and to have somebody that really cares, that knows what they're doing, and to surround himself with a staff that makes you feel comfortable. And it was a great experience. It was a journey, but it was, I'm sure glad that and another friend of mine introduced me to him.
Wow.
As I was about to get another type of surgery that you were going to get. But, and that's how I found him out. And he just, he talked to me like he was my brother or my son or my father. And
that's what I love.
And really cares. So I'm really, really happy that you're in the right hands. I am 6 years out. I am totally clean and symptom free. So he's my hero.
Love to hear it.
Sure.
He's mine too, and you're mine.
Yeah.
And please thank whoever it is that turned you onto him because he is a lifesaver. You and I were both ready to get that brachytherapy, which is barbaric as hell. It does save lives, sure, but it is barbaric, and you got to think about quality of life, like Dr. P says.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're in great hands with him, and I'm so happy that you decided to talk to him. And I was pretty insistent on you at least having a conversation with him. And because the same thing happened to me. So I'm very happy for you, Drew. You're a warrior. I'm sure you'll get through this like you did the other stuff. So, and I pray for you all the time.
Thank you, buddy. Much love to you and Julie. I appreciate you so much. And everybody go out there and take advantage of that gift card match. $500, up to $500 through close of business tomorrow. 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater. Always online at goldanddiamond.com. And of course, you want to make sure it's a gold and diamond source diamond. Appreciate you big time, buddy.
Great. Thank you, Drew. Take care, buddy.
Thank you. I mean, that's, the guy's more than a client. I met him probably 15 years ago when I was getting chemotherapy for the very first time, and in Moffitt Cancer or at Moffitt Cancer Center, gift package came, blanket, bunch of stuff that really, really helped out, and it was from the Weintraubs. And to this day, he is helping me save my life, and he helped steer me away from a surgery that sounds all right, hang on if you're on the line. Sorry that we got a little Thursdayed by the alien caller. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I'm really having a hard time figuring that one out. But we'll come back and talk more about that, as well as Kodak Black arrested for drug trafficking. And what they found on him, not the drugs, is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
49th Street North crash at Ulmerton remains. 2 right lanes blocked on Ulmerton. Pretty standard congestion throughout the rest of Pinellas. Disabled vehicle in Hills Row, Hopewell Road, westbound at Dover. Left shoulder blockage, Manatee County crash. 41 south at Dr. King. State Road 64 east around 67th Street. Also an accident with left shoulder blockage. This is Eric with traffic.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family. And no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congrats to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of the $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that's going to transfer when you sell your home. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text WOW to 20129.
This is Mav, spokes eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Other than Freebird, I'm the most electrifying bird you'll hear on the radio. No, you know what? Including Freebird, because no one does electric like Veteran Air. Our electricians are experts at installations and repairs, big and small. And for a limited time, we're providing free home electrical safety inspections. Shocked? Well, don't be. Visit veteranair.com to learn more. Veteran Air.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Ammo Fest is back this Saturday, May 9th at Shark Coast Tactical. Load up on the cheapest ammo around with discounts on pistol, rifle, shotgun ammo, and more. From range ammo and self-defense loads to hunting rounds, Shark Coast has you covered. Plus, they'll have free food, giveaways, and the crew on site will help you with all your shooting needs. It's Shark Coast Tactical. They're often imitated but never duplicated. They're slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. They're located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Stop by and see them for Ammo Fest and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. It must provide a recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Hallmark Cards presents Mother's Day at Walgreens. Celebrate every mother figure in your life with a Hallmark card at Walgreens. Show how much she means to you and how deeply she's loved. A Hallmark card is the perfect way to say thank you for all she does. Don't forget, Mother's Day is Sunday, May 10th. Visit Walgreens today to find the perfect Hallmark Mother's Day card and make her feel truly special. Mother's Day means Hallmark cards at Walgreens.
Summer is a time to grow and play, but for many local children, it's also when school meals stop and hunger begins. You can help provide the meals kids need to stay active, keep learning, and dream big during the break. Help us fuel a summer of possibilities for children across Tampa Bay. To join the mission, visit cerealforsummer.org.
Injured? It's your case. Own it. Call Farah & Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear night, mild. Lows in the mid-70s. Coming up on Friday, good amount of sunshine. There's a small chance of a shower during the afternoon along the sea breeze, but a hot day. Highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
On the Clueless soundtrack, a phenomenal soundtrack, by the way. Mighty Mouse Stone. Full bank of calls, 800-771-1025 is the number. We've been discussing old people driving, aliens. I'm still not seeing the connection, but I'm open to it. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you, and how may we help you today?
Hey, brother. This is Justin. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon to you, Justin. Thanks for calling today. What's up?
Well, I wanted to give you just a little bit of my perspective on the old people thing.
Okay.
So I work in a pretty busy emergency room as a nurse assistant, and I can tell you a lot of the MVAs, motor vehicle accidents are caused by some old people, but mostly the DUIs, people under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and the same scenarios that old people sometimes achieve happens when people are under the influence. But a bigger issue that I think is really at play here is that if you're an old person in Florida and you can't drive for whatever reason, you essentially become a shut-in.
Correct.
Like so what that lady said about the Teslas would be great if every old person had a Tesla, but not everybody can afford that. And I sure as hell wouldn't get on the bus without a shotgun in this town, just because, like I said, the transit system is a joke. This is a big city where we have zero transit. And again, you can't drive and you don't have any family and all your friends are dead, you're stuck.
Jesus, there's a rosy outlook for all you older folks listening to the show. But to his point, if you, we don't have anywhere you can walk. We don't have really good public transit. They won't let you on with a shotgun, I believe. So you are essentially assigning an elderly person to death if you take away their ability to drive their motor vehicle. But you're putting other people's lives at risk of death if you allow them to drive. So trade-off there. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I be of assistance?
With Uber, with all of the delivery services, I don't buy that you're not.
Hello, Drew.
You may have
one moment, please. Maurice and I are speaking.
You may have limited access to be able to go and do fun stuff.
Sure.
But you're 90.
Yeah.
You should have got it in then.
Yeah,
by now.
Really, what's fun to do when you're 90,
Yeah.
Drink prune juice.
And I understand there can be some sort of program to alleviate some of the cost of home delivery service or whatever. At the very least, a yearly driver's test.
Oh, yeah. With
on the
dexterity
road.
and coordination.
Everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. Hello.
Hi, I agree with Maurice, but unfortunately, some of these elderly don't even know how to work a computer. But I just want to tell you a quick story.
Yes.
My mother, unfortunately, she ended up in St. Augustine. She had hit her license.
That is unfortunate. It's a very
and she's got dementia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I had to pick up her car. I kept her car. She wanted it back. Finally, I just thought, okay, well, I'll take her to the driver's license. I said, if you can get your driver's license back, I don't know if the police pulled it or if you hit it, whatever. But if you get a new driver's license, I'll give you your car back. Never in my life did I ever dream that she'd get it back.
Did she get it back?
The woman, I told the woman at the driver's license, I'll even tell you where it was if you want to know.
Sure.
But I told her, I said, she has dementia. I kept on saying, she's got dementia. She doesn't remember. And she says, oh, well, my grandfather had it, and he just enjoyed seeing his car outside. And next thing I knew, she said, my mom's 87 now. And, she was 87 at the time. And she said, okay, Judy, step over here and let's take your picture. So got her driver's license back.
Oh, man. And did she start driving again?
Well, fortunately, I had her old key because we had to get it re-keyed when we picked it up in St. Augustine where she drove it to.
Yeah.
And the old key wouldn't, whatever, they couldn't program it.
Oh, good.
So I put the old key on her keychain and she doesn't think it starts.
I tell you, those are somewhat underhanded, dirty tricks, but I'll tell you what, you were looking out for her and you're looking out for everybody else on the road. Thank you for that. You got to take their keys, unfortunately. My dad still drives. My mom doesn't. And my dad goes to play team tennis. Hi, Mom, by the way. Love you. My dad goes to play team tennis 4 days a week, drives himself to the gym, rides his bike to the gym, and he's 80. And he is with it as an 80-year-old. But he's still an 80-year-old man. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. And he's carrying heat.
Hey, what's up? It's the Joe.
Yo, the Joe. What's going on, my man?
Not much, buddy. How you doing?
Everything's good, dude. Good to hear your voice.
You too, brother. Hey, why did the 96-year-old man get in a crash at the intersection?
Tell me.
He didn't look into red light therapy.
Boom.
Take care, brother.
I love you, dude. That's so great. I love that the red light therapy one is still catching steam. I have all these people messaging me about red light therapy. I felt bad at first because I thought I was a little unnecessarily hard on the guy, and then all these people piling on. You enablers. 800-771-1025. Drew Garabo Live. Hi.
Hey, Drew. How's it going?
Very well. Thank you. Yourself?
Good, buddy. I got a lot of friends who are, not too bright.
Oh,
so I speak stupid. What I think that guy was trying to say earlier was
you're gonna try to connect the dots. The guy who went from talking about old people driving to aliens. Okay, got it. All right.
I think he's trying to say that because these guys are 96, 97 years old, still playing pickleball, they're aliens. They aren't really actually human beings. They're aliens inside their body. That's why they're able to do that stuff and drive. I think that's what he was trying to say.
Hey, look, better than any theory I got. Maybe they found the pool of youth like those people found in Cocoon. I'm trying to think of the plot of Cocoon because I saw it a few times and I know it was filmed right here in Tampa Bay. Old people found the secret to getting young again, but wasn't it extraterrestrial pods in a pool? And they would get in the pool, and then they would be young again?
Right. They inadvertently, if I'm not mistaken, discovered the aliens, and then the aliens were playing with them and whatever.
Then maybe there's the time. Maybe that guy's operating on another level. Maybe he's playing 3D chess, and we're playing Chinese checkers.
Sure.
I don't know. That was an interesting film. And then there was a Cocoon 2, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they got lucky with one. You got a movie starring Steve Gutenberg.
Oh, man.
don't roll the Goot dice twice.
I tell you what, of all the actors who have held their looks, Gutenberg looks incredible. I follow him on Instagram.
Really?
Oh, he looks great. Still got the Jew fro. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Hi there. I was actually calling about the old people driving.
Yes.
It's such an issue for us here in the state of Florida. And my mom actually Ubered to a doctor's appointment and said it was too expensive, so went and bought herself a car when she hadn't driven for over a year. But that was really give them a post-dated check.
Oh, no.
I returned it. Anyways, it's a huge problem, and they're talking about Waymo making its way to Hillsborough County, which would be really cool.
They're talking about what? They're talking about what making its way?
Waymo. It's the automated cars that don't have a driver.
And it's called what?
Waymo.
Waymo, these balls all over your face. Whoa!
Boom.
I had to make her say it 3 times.
She kept stepping on it.
I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. Self-driving cars scare me more than elderly people on the road. Let's be honest, you know.
An elderly driver is a self-driving car in a lot of ways.
It is. Like, probably going to get you there, but also might kill you.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Mike O, too. I said it yesterday. I don't say it again. Thank you so much. He took care of Sarah and her daughter for Kid Cudi tomorrow night. They wanted to go see him, and I do not. And so, they're like, you want to tag along? I'm like, ooh, I think I'm going to go see Craig Gass and Ricky Rackman. I think I am going to go see Craig Gass and Ricky Rackman.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun show.
Yeah, they'll be great.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, they're at Side Splitters out in Wesley Chapel. And, Craig's a super funny guy. Ricky's great. And that Chris Cale dude from Five Finger Death Punch seems like a really good dude.
Yeah.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, name's Bryce. How you doing today?
Hey, Bryce, doing real well. Thank you, man.
So what the hell happened to Kodak? Why'd you guys blue balls us like that, You told us something happened to Kodak, just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Thank you. I would say I edged you rather than blue balled you. I did not I did not deliver on it yet. I just edged you right up to the point where you had to call and find out.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you
Love
did.
that.
So thank you.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem. The Edge is my favorite guitar. So Kodak Black, real name Bill Capri. I was giving the man
Maybe he wanted to hang up and listen.
I was giving the man what he wanted. He asked me to deliver on the teas, and I did, and now he's gone. Well, I guess nobody gets to find out what they found while searching his green Lamborghini in Orlando that caused him to be arrested for drug trafficking, not just possession, but trafficking. And the most disturbing thing they found is it's not drugs. You know what it is? You'll never find out.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone.
102.5 The Bone presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. You want to rock? We've got your rock right here. And we're making it fancy with a symphony. Come see a live rock orchestra playing all the hits of Led Zeppelin.
Moving through Kashmir.
June 27th, Journey. July 17th, both featuring American Idol finalist Constantine Maroulis, plus David Bowie. August 7th, you can see all 3 shows starting at only $99. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at rutheckerdhall.com. Bust out your best tuxedo t-shirt and get ready to rock. For more details, go to theboneonline.com.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
49th Street North crash at Olmerton remains. 2 right lanes blocked on Olmerton. Pretty standard congestion throughout the rest of Pinellas. Disabled vehicle in Hills Row, Hopewell Road, westbound at Dover. Left shoulder blockage, Manatee County crash. 41 south at Dr. King. State Road 64 east around 67th Street. Also an accident with left shoulder blockage. This is Eric with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah's ready to cook. Tampa.
Meet Zach. He's laid back, but means business about his business. Combine those, and you've got the proud owner of Florida's go-to place for cycling and community connection. That's why he banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who also cares just as much about the community as he does. And they gave him $300 when opening a new free business checking account, which means his financial worries have crashed and burned. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Insured by NCUA. 0.00% annual percentage yield. Terms and conditions apply and must be met within 6 months.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most. All with our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, you're internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price. Lock in reliable fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming, plus get the Disney Hulu bundle and Peacock Premium included on us. Xfinity. Imagine that. To get started, call Xfinity.com or drop into an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming subject to change and availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet arch support system.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Turn up the temperature tonight at the Gold Club, where Tampa Bay comes to play. The hottest lineup, the boldest atmosphere, with more VIP rooms, more stages, and more champagne rooms than any other club. Experience it for yourself at the Gold Club, 6222 East Adamo Drive.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
When something goes wrong at your home, the last thing you want to do is juggle multiple companies. That's why I stick with Hawkins Service Company. They take care of AC, plumbing, electrical, even pool equipment, all under one roof. They've been serving the area for decades with thousands of 5-star reviews and guarantees that actually mean something. New customers save 10% off any service when you mention the bone. Schedule today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This deer season, John Deere wants to give you the home field advantage. We're bringing you the best offers of the season, whether that's cash off on select new machines or a shot at the ultimate Major League Baseball prize package. Because right now, you can enter for a chance to win an MLB All-Star experience for you and 3 friends, complete with travel and lodging for All-Star Week this July. Deer season is going on now through June 3rd. Visit johndeere.com/deer season to enter and view the offers and complete contest rules. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Here we go, Bone fam.
The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
Pays. P-A-Y-S. Pays. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter Pays before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. Never forget that 1025 The Bone is a station that pays you to listen to the radio. P-A-Y-S. Pays. Let me pay off the Kodak Black story because I'll forget if I don't. I guess cops showed up in Orlando and a bunch of people were dancing around two cars. That seems to be a thing late at night. People will park somewhere and then a bunch of people will act a fool and twerk around those vehicles. So the cops show up. There's a disturbance of the peace or driving while black or some sort of offense taking place. And there's a green Lamborghini SUV. Interesting color. The Lamborghini SUV is a fine SUV. I just don't understand the luxury SUV space. Now, that's from someone who's only driven Volkswagens since 1989. So feel free to tell me my opinion's stupid. But, and I've ridden in one of those Lamborghini SUVs, the Urus or whatever the hell it is.
They're nice, very nice.
Beautiful, magnificent. But if I'm paying for a Lambo, right? It's a Countach. It's a Diablo. It's a whatever. It's not an SUV.
What if you have 2.5 kids, Drubert? You gonna fit them into a Countach?
No.
Exactly.
No, I'm not. But I'm also not going to get a Lamborghini. You think I want to be cleaning up Pepperidge Farm goldfish crumbs in my Lamborghini SUV?
Oh, understand something. If you've got Lamborghini SUV money, those kids are well trained. They ain't munching on goldfish.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Kodak Black has any kids. But anyway, so they see a green Lamborghini SUV, and they searched it. Now, I would imagine Mr. Black, or Bill Capri, as his real name is, probably knows his constitutional rights and the Fourth Amendment that protects him against unreasonable search and seizure.
Sure.
Hopefully you know it too, but just in case you don't, you're driving home right now, right? Do not let a cop search your car. Again, do not. Even if you are breaking zero laws, even if you are not riding dirty and you're riding as clean as can be, politely tell the officer that unless he has probable cause or a warrant, he is not searching your vehicle. Do not surrender your constitutional rights. A lot of people get intimidated. Hey, you don't mind if I take a look around your car, do you? Actually, officer, yeah, I do. Why? You don't have anything in there, do you? I'm just exercising my Fourth Amendment right not to have you search my vehicle, sir. They can only hold you there for what is considered to be a reasonable amount of time for the drug dogs to show up, okay? And I don't know what the definition of reasonable is, but I know Fran Hosh does, and I know Just Call Mo does, and I know Asadam does. So politely refuse. Obviously, they had probable cause in Orlando in the case of Mr. Kodak Black.
Before you refuse, can you inquire as to how long it would take drug dogs to get there?
I don't know. It's a good question. I imagine you can.
What, officer, what are they, hour and a half away?
What's a reasonable amount of time, sir? Yeah. So, Mr. Kodak Black, in his green Lamborghini.
Tell me you're trying to draw attention to yourself when I'm trying to draw attention
very subtle
to yourself.
Vehicle. He's got a pink bag in there. In that bag, this is so great. In that bag, he's got his prison ID card. Okay, so in case anybody's wondering who's holding the bag, it's definitely Bill Capri, a.k.a. Kodak Black, who is terrible. When it comes to rapping, absolutely terrible. You give him a mic, you give me a mic, I will destroy him.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever heard him?
I've always said I thought it was one of the greatest names in rap, but I couldn't tell you a song, so no, I don't know that I have.
He is awful. I think I have a clean version of his song Walk. And look, everybody's into different stuff, and kids today mostly listen to rap for the beats, but
I'll give you an honest assessment.
All right, good. This is his song called Walk, and this would be the clean version. Stand by. That's not it. Obviously, that's Velocity Girl's forgotten favorite. And here we go. Clean by Kodak Black. Walk. Tattoos all over his face. Just fast forward a little bit.
Walk, just keep on down, walk, spin around,
I'm
walk,
good.
step down, walk.
I know this time. I'm good.
Switch out on me must be lost. K to be Kodak the boss. Kitty paint, maybe it gloss. Your bitch in here, she getting toast. But guess on my neck look like frost.
It's not horrible.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, the hell it's not. So, Mr. Black has his prison ID card, in addition to other documents with his name on them, in this pink bag. That also contains a plastic bag with 27 grams of MDMA. Damn, who's getting that pure MDMA? Well, I guess Kodak Black. $37,000 in cash. A bottle of the prescription drug. Could you look up promethazine? Promethazine, and see what the hell that is.
All right.
If it's like one that one could abuse for like a pain pill, like an oxy, or if he's got like a prescription for strep throat.
Promethazine is used to relieve or prevent the symptoms of hay fever, allergic conjunctivitis.
Okay, so maybe it's just got a little congestion. Yeah. You know, Orlando, it gets you get a little sniffly up there. Okay, all right. So the promethazine's probably for medical reasons. I'm sure he had a prescription for it. Wank, wank. Promethazine hydrochloride, and the most disturbing part, a Frisbee. Now, if they can prove that Mr. Kodak Black, real name Bill Capri, you know how they have gun enhancements when you commit a felony and you got a gun, it's an enhanced penalty?
Yes.
If they can prove that Mr. Kodak Black intended to use that Frisbee to play disc golf, there should be an enhanced penalty. It should go from 20 years in jail to 50 to life. If they can prove that this no-talent ass clown of a rapper intended to take that perfectly good Frisbee and throw it into a chain-link trash can like all of you fish fans out there. 800-771-1025. No more blue balls. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew. Hey, Maurice. It's Spencer. How you gentlemen today?
Spence, what's up, dude?
Real quick, the Lamborghini SUV you were talking about driving in or riding in, that's actually a Lamborghini bird. You said it's a Cirrus? What's the name of it?
I'm sorry, you got a lot of background noise there, bud. Could you eliminate some of that, please?
Yeah, I'm at work. Sorry. It's the Yiddish version of Lamborghini, the Lamborghini bird. That's Cirrus.
What? I'm not following you.
Cirrus. That's a Yiddish word. Rim shot.
If it's a joke, I'm not getting it. How is that funny? I'm sorry. I'm open to that being a funny joke. Maybe you're just going over my head. I don't understand.
Okay. Well, you said that was the name of it, but you weren't sure. I was just confirming. It is a Cirrus.
It's not though. It's spelled URUS.
Oh, Urus.
You're assuming I'm not going to put these nuts on your chin? Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted from me?
Bang.
Yeah, dude.
That's right. Get out of here.
That's why I spelled it. I could see that one coming a mile away, my friend. 800-771-1025. I see the green one that probably that Kodak Black's got. I mean, it's a sharp looking SUV.
It is.
But you ever seen a Rolls SUV before?
That I have not. No.
They're pretty new. Last couple of years, they're like $450,000.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. Would you, $500,000?
I'm with you. I question it, but Steve Hurley, back when he was with Stingray, we went out and he had one and we rode in that.
The Rolls?
No, the Lamborghini SUV. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is pimp. But the Rolls, that's going to be.
Yeah, the Lamborghini SUV I rode in, my buddies Jimmy and Tina, they've got one, and he's got a very successful landscaping business, obviously. And it was a great ride, like awesome ride. You open up the door and the Lambo emblem is on the ground, and I'm like, man. But I'm like, would I pay a couple $100,000 for an SUV? I'll tell you what I saw yesterday that you never see on the road. I saw a Maybach in the Publix Plaza where my gym is off Hillsborough and Racetrack, Monica's Publix. You never see Maybachs. A Maybach is like, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, car people, a Maybach is a conglomeration between Mercedes-Benz and Rolls-Royce. So it's like a Mercedes and a Rolls, and it looks like you need a driver, like driving Miss Daisy. Phenomenal-looking vehicle. I just want to stop people like that and just talk to them about their vehicle. Like, how'd you get that? What do you do for work? But then I don't want to be a creep. I'm just there to get my fish.
Yeah.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, this is Cameron.
Hi. What's up, Cam?
Whoever that last dude is, he's a dumbass.
You're correct.
Called a
That's right.
Lamborghini Urus. I don't know what the hell he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Kodak, he's just fallen apart throughout his life, dude. He used to be all right rap way back in the day, like 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
Then he started getting in the whole actual Hollywood rap scene, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
And then he started getting on perks and all the pills and all the drugs. And I mean, he was on live with, I think his name's Kai Cenat, I think is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just dancing in the back. And then all of a sudden he just throws a perk in the air and catches it in his mouth. And Kai stops the stream and he's like, what was that? And he's like, oh, it's just a perk.
Yeah, I see them on. I don't know why the No Jumper, Adam 12, I think is his name. I don't know why his clips show up on my Facebook feed, but they do, and it's always some rapper I've never heard of. And he had Kodak Black in, and Kodak they're interviewing him, and he's just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just I'm just out in the streets, cuz, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there, cocaine, cuz, they gotta get that ice, cuz. And I'm like, what are you even saying? You're not speaking English. I'm all about Ebonics, don't get me wrong. I don't need you to speak the King's English if you're a rapper. I don't need you to elocute. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, dog? I just, my homies, they roll up, I was driving that green Lamborghini, dog, and then I got that Frisbee, I'm going out there play a little disc golf, I'm going to get my 5-iron, throw that thing, like 150 grand, Whammo Frisbee, I just take that, man, just flip my wrist a little bit, dog, do a little perk, watch that thing work right to left like a draw, a fade, you know what I'm saying, my brother? What? Yeah, I got that green Lamborghini Urus, man. You're assuming I ain't gonna put these nuts on your face, dog. I got that Frisbee, man. I got Duncan Yo-Yo, you know what I'm saying? I got Rubik's Cube. I got all that stuff in the bag with my ID on it, cuz. What? Can you imagine interviewing? So, Mr. Black, may I call you Mr. Black? No, cuz, call me Kodak. All right, so Kodak, when you get your film developed, does it often take... 24-hour photo, Robin Williams, he played bad guy in that, man. He ain't often played bad guy except for that Insomniac-ish with Al Pacino, but in 24 hour, he had that family, he got upset with him, and I saw that, I was like, damn, I want to name myself Kodak because, I be that film, I be that black and white, I bring black and white together, I got a cousin, he kind of like salt in the head, he don't got one leg, so we call him Polaroid one step, you know what I'm saying? That's a solid camera joke right there, G. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. People are going to be like, oh my God, Drew Garabo's interviewing Kodak Black on the radio. Hello.
How you doing, boss?
Cold kicking it. What's up with you, man?
I just wanted to let you know promethazine is the active ingredient in lean, a.k.a. scissor, a.k.a. that purple drink.
Thank you. Yeah, Rand Dizzle said that in the chat, and I believe her because she's reputable. So, yeah, so that's not like for hay fever or anything. That's the active ingredient in that perp.
I mean, it's a prescription medication, yes.
All right, so he probably went to a doctor, and he's like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wake up in the morning, you know, I got that itch, and, you know, I got to get all kinds of my sinuses all stuffed up. You know, I got to get me some of that promethazine, you know.
You're not using that as a narcotic to get high, are you, Mr. Black?
No, fam. I ain't like that, bro. Why you tripping? You know, no, man. I just need to, like, clean up my sinuses, man. Claritin D and Sudafed, they ain't working no more, you know what I'm saying? I need a little something stronger, a little something like prescription strength, you know what I'm saying? Get that prescription strength decongestant, you know, that antihistamine, man. A lot of people in this world, they pro-histamine, man. I ain't with that, man. I anti-histamine, you know what I'm saying? I need to get some of that promethazine, man. Give me some of that lean. Give me some of that scissor.
The world's going to hell.
I think I'm a fan now.
You give me some beats, and I just rap like that and make $1 gazillion and say goodbye to this radio career. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Drew, what's up? This is Sean.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Yeah, somebody beat me to it. I was just calling to let you know that promethazine is an ingredient in lean, but they actually, it's like a cough syrup that they mix with liquid codeine, and that mixture is what makes the lean.
Ugh. Sure does make you a smart, great rapper, doesn't it?
I know. I was actually going to ask you another question. Do you think these guys, especially Kodak, like, are aware of how dumb they sound?
No, I do not. I think they're blissfully unaware. There are millions of people around them who tell them how great they are. They buy ice around their neck that costs more than you and I are going to make in 10 years. So they don't care about intellect or saying anything. I mean, the dude's got a song called Super Gremlin. Super Gremlin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, Billy's father went out to the Far East, you know what I'm saying? He was going to bring him a little gift home, you know? And that old man, you want to sell him that Mogwai, you know? By a little short round looking mofo, you know? He said, meet me out back, Billy's dad. Billy's dad met him out back. Came up with a name Kodak Black. Said this ain't no April Fool. But with the Mogwai, there's some simple rule. I want you to keep that ish tight. Can't be feeding them after midnight. One thing on this you can bet. Better not get that gremlin wet. Damn, and you in for a fight. If you expose that Mogwai to some light. Billy girlfriend to play by Phoebe Cates. Watch her on the screen, Kodak masturbates. I don't mean to be a rube. Kodak Black coming with the flash cube. Put that ish on top of the camera. Godzilla, he be fighting Gamera. Kodak Black and I got that frisbee. Kodak Black and I got that frisbee.
It's easy to be a rapper, kids. Just mumble a lot.
Coming in with a second verse. Kodak Black, ain't no need to rehearse. Got pulled over in my green Lamborghini, rubbing that lamp like I dream of Genie. In the Lamborghini, we straight up weedin'. Genie played by my girl Barbara Eden. They filmed that down in Cocoa Beach, up in Atlanta. You know I eat a Georgia peach. Got the pit in the middle, and I don't play the fiddle. I can tell it if a joke, I can tell it if a riddle. Like what walks on two legs, crawls on four. At the end of the day, your mom's a whore.
Why am I not making $1 billion in the rap game? Why can't I find just a producer to get a 56-year-old old man on his second bout with cancer to put him in a booth and make some money, son? Drew Garabo Live, how can I help you?
Hey, Drew, how you doing?
Good, man. What's up?
So one thing I wanted to tell you, I know you're a smart man.
Oh, thank you so much. That's all you wanted to tell me? That's one thing you wanted to tell me. You know I'm a smart man. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
Second thing.
Oh, well, you just said there. Hold on one second. I don't want you to. I don't want to say. I don't want to say you're a liar, sir. But you said there was one thing.
I know.
You said there's one thing you wanted to tell me, and you said I'm a smart man. So can we just?
If you want to leave it off that, we can.
I mean, I would love to, but I get the feeling there's a big butt, like your mom's big butt, coming along.
No, there. Oh yeah, it's a big butt too. You'd love it.
That's a good one. Really great retort there. So when someone says your mom has a big butt, you go, yeah, it's a big butt. You'd love it. That's a great retort. Good comeback.
You sure would, I guess. I don't know. Is that what you like?
I like big butts.
I'm not going to fabricate.
Can't I lie? All right.
Good one. You picked up on my Sir Mix-a-Lot reference. What do you want? You just want to tell me I'm smart?
Anyway, like I was going to say, about the Lamborghinis.
Yes.
Do you know why rich people buy Lamborghinis?
Because they can.
So not just because they can, because they have to.
Go on.
Rich people have to spend money. They don't necessarily need them, but they have to spend money for tax reasons.
I wish I could go back in time to before you called this radio program.
I wish you could.
If I had a DeLorean that went 88 miles per hour, I wouldn't visit the American Revolution. I wouldn't go to the Civil War. I wouldn't go to any period of history except for 2.5 minutes ago before I ever even knew you existed and your mom's big fat ass. Your retort?
Fair enough.
That's fair enough. 800-771-1025. Yeah. The remix. Lamborghini and it use a lot of gas. Last call mom had a fat ass. Living in Orlando, land of the mouse. That's mom. He sits around the house. She sits around the house. When she sits around the house, that's an old joke from a joke book. Had a spouse, had two of them, but it didn't work out. I'm like Gwen Stefani, cause I'm leaving no doubt that I'm Kodak Black on that prednisone. No, that's a steroid. I'm up on the microphone. I can't remember the drug that Kodak Black took, so I gotta look it up. I'm a post from Facebook. Damn. And I'm leaving it to Beaver cause I use that drug too. Call my hay fever cause I get mad sneezy and I get congested. That last dumb ass, well, I just bested. I bested him. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew. I'm a long-time listener, man.
Thank you, buddy.
And I just called in to say that I've never called in once in like 15 years listening to you on the radio.
Oh, man.
I am. You make me laugh every day. The unfortunate part is I work through the daytime on the radio, so I don't get to hear you today. But they put you on like noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, man. You are the bomb, buddy.
Oh,
I
thanks.
love listening to you. Make me laugh.
Thank you,
You're
brother.
awesome.
Thank you. Man, thanks a lot. That's really, really super nice of you. Appreciate that. Thank you.
1 o'clock. I like that, Drew.
I don't. One doesn't work for me. I like going to the gym in the morning. I like having some time in the afternoon to plan the radio. So like 3, 4, that's good for me. But thank you very much. You can always listen to our. There are people who listen to our show when we're not on. They listen to the replay in the morning, at night, in the afternoon, whenever. Listen when you want to listen, man. Yeah. Thank you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, McCann, Smack, your rapping skills are amazing. And Gene Deckerhoff here, as I retire at the end of the year, I'm thinking I want Drew Garabo Black to take over my calling duties on the radio. Could you do that? Could you play a play-by-play in your rap voice? Mumble rap only, please.
I'll give it a try. Kodak Black and I'm going insane. Baker Mayfield, hand to that dude Bane. I know that he ain't no running back, but I also know the dumbass that is Kodak Black. Yeah, that dude Bane plays on defense. That guy's mom experienced immense true Asian. Mean blood is flowing like my rhymes. You know, I better keep going. Damn. I gotta thank the heavens that we still gotta do by the name of Mike Evans. What you say? He in San Francisco. Well, damn, I gotta cook with some Crisco. That's lot or shortening. Nothing rhymes with shortening. Doing play-by-play. Ain't an NFL player admit that he's gay. They say it's bad for the locker room. I say my favorite villain is Dr. Doom. Back to the play, knock my pecker off. Gotta give a shout out to Gene Decker. Oh, I don't know no receiver, but I guess that Chris Godwin made me a believer. Who that rookie from last year that fell off a cliff? Yo, give me a sniff of that cocaine. Gives me the slow brain. What was it do to Mecca Okafor? Yeah. There you go. There's your Gene Deckeroff. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
What's up, Drew?
Hi. Who are you and what do you want?
It's Craig, man. I was just saying, thinking about Kodak Black and how he's out there with all these drugs and influencing kids. Could you believe the president of the free world pardoned this guy from a RICO case?
He did. He commuted him, and clearly that made him feel, invincible because the dude went out there and starts dancing around in a Lamborghini with 17 grams of MDMA. By the way, I would just like to self-correct, if I may. The Bucs wide receiver is Emeka Egbuka. I mixed up my Emekas. I knew it was Emeka, but Emeka Okafor, I believe, was the number 2 draft pick behind Dwight Howard. I could be wrong. I'm looking it up right now. Emeka Okafor, former basketball player, and I believe that he was the number 2 pick in the year that the Magic picked Dwight Howard. So I'd like to apologize to all sports historians for screwing up that rhyme. Thank you. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew. This is Chris from Fort Myers.
Hi.
Talking about that Kodak Black thing.
Yes, sir.
XL Magazine would do this freshman year cipher rap where they would have all the new heads coming out and they would do rap ciphers. And Kodak Black, 21 Savage, Designer were all in there and they were all horrible. And there was one dude that buried all of them, and it was Lil Dicky.
Dude, I tell you, Lil Dicky, I did see that freestyle. The thing about Lil Dicky is he writes his rhymes. Like, he's great, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's freestyled a day in his life. Everything you think is a freestyle, I guarantee you Dave Berg wrote that rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does a real good job of presenting it as freestyle. But a freestyle is a rhyme that you have never said before, that you have never written before. And again, as a pure 100% freestyler, as in I never write my rhymes, it is somewhat annoying when a rapper tries to pass himself off as a freestyler and is not freestyling. But again, no disrespect to Lil Dicky. Tremendously talented, very funny. His show, Dave, is great. Not a freestyler. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, I just want to say, this Kodak Black beat that you are rapping to, I think that's your thing, man. You were killing it.
Thank you.
Straight bars.
Thank you.
Straight bars, buddy.
But it's just too easy, though. Like, all you have to do is mumble. Like, it doesn't take any dexterity. The beat is lazy, and all you have to do is just mumble and think of a word that raps. You could be rapping nursery rhymes, and these kids don't care,
But it's about the beat, though.
It is only about the beat. Humpty Dumpty had on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great old fall. All the women with their pantyhose legs running around, they eat them scrambled eggs. Free black mice, see how they run. Hope Kodak Black don't have a son. If he does, he's a big dummy, 'cause that apple don't fall far from that dumb tree. Damn, he had a lot of MDMA, lot of ecstasy, that's what we used to say. Hard to find that pure MDMA, so if you got some Kodak, come around my way. We can blow up all night and eat some beans, and your mama could cook some collard greens. I ain't trying to racial stereotype, that would be wrong, but have you ever hit from a 6-foot bone? Okay, I'm done. I promise. Would you like to win some great concert tickets that Mike O has given us? 800-771-1025 is our number. If you're interested in this song by Kodak Black, it is Super Gremlin, which I don't know if they're speaking of the AMC Super Gremlin. I can't imagine Kodak Black would make an obscure arcane car reference like that.
Oh, no.
But in my brain, it's mad scrambled. Super Gremlin driven by Wayne Campbell. It was a dope little old classic car riding shotgun. My man name was Garth A. Gar. Yeah, that's Wayne's World, baby. Gonna mix it up, but don't say maybe. Sponsored by Farrah and Farrah. Starring Tia Carrera.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Multi-vehicle crash, Manatee County 41 South beyond Dr. King. Left shoulder blockage here. Crash in Hillsborough, Lumsden Road at South Kings Avenue. Dale Mabry accident at Waters Avenue. Waters eastbound, most delayed. Pinellas crash, Central Avenue around US 19, 34th Street. 2 lanes blocked Curlew Road west at County Road 1 due to an accident. This is Eric with traffic.
This Mother's Day, take care of your mom at Gold and Diamond Source. They're offering a $500 Mother's Day gift match running through May 8th. That is a $500 gift card match May 6th through May 8th, meaning if you purchase up to a $500 gift card, Gold and Diamond Source will match it, giving you up to $1,000 in spending power. You don't even have to tell your mom that you got an extra $500 to spend on her. Just give her a beautiful piece of jewelry. And they've got jewelry to fit every budget at the Gold and Diamond Source. They only sell real, natural diamonds. And my man Steve Weintraub selects every diamond personally that you'll see in their gorgeous, expansive showroom. GoldandDiamond.com, always open there, or 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater. Make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From toilet and dishwasher issues, tripping breakers, and even washer and dryer repair, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bobs. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
BadgerBobs.com.
License CAC 15977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
Have you been told your car has negative equity? For a limited time, Brandon Honda will cover up to $5,000 of your negative equity. Plus, when you buy a new Honda from Brandon Honda, you're getting the #1 resale value brand in the country. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $229 per month. New Accords just $179 per month. Or get a brand new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com. Call 813-575-7725 for complete details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tag in the ultimate refreshment with Sequence Escape Spiked at WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV. Sequence Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Flavored malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026. The Secret Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used on their license.
Ammo Fest is back this Saturday, May 9th at Shark Coast Tactical. Load up on the cheapest ammo around with discounts on pistol, rifle, shotgun ammo, and more. From range ammo and self-defense loads to hunting rounds, Shark Coast has you covered. Plus, they'll have free food, giveaways, and the crew on site will help you with all your shooting needs. It's Shark Coast Tactical. They're often imitated but never duplicated. They're slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at SharkCoastTactical.com. They're located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Stop by and see them for Ammo Fest and tell them Mike Calda sent you.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
Not loving your AT&T or T-Mobile bill? Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot. Good news. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to Verizon and we'll give you a better deal. So get away from that unfortunate phone bill and get to Verizon. Run, ride, canoe. Whatever it takes, we'll be here. Bring your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal on the best network. A better deal. No surprises. That's Verizon. Best network based on root metrics, best overall mobile network performance, U.S. second half 2025. All rights reserved. It must provide a recent consumer mobile bill in the name of the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
Hallmark Cards presents Mother's Day at Walgreens. Celebrate every mother figure in your life with a Hallmark card at Walgreens. Show how much she means to you and how deeply she's loved. A Hallmark card is the perfect way to say thank you for all she does. Don't forget, Mother's Day is Sunday, May 10th. Visit Walgreens today to find the perfect Hallmark Mother's Day card and make her feel truly special. Mother's Day means Hallmark cards at Walgreens.
Give Mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Enter to win Mom a chance at a $250 gift card and grand prize $2,000 gift card from the Golden Diamond Source. To enter, go to the contest page at theboneonline.com. Happy Mother's Day from the Golden Diamond Source.
At Farrah & Farrah, our power comes from lawyers who believe in your case. Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear night, mild. Lows in the mid-70s. Coming up on Friday, good amount of sunshine. There's a small chance of a shower during the afternoon along the sea breeze, but a hot day. Highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
I got the homies by my side. Rolling down the street with my 16 Swifters hitting corners on beach, steady dipping. I hang right at the light, ready to have fun. Then I bust a left on the 121. Pull it in the park and lay it on the grass. I roll back the rag so I can see some ass. Block one, the 15s in the rear. Bumping 40s so y'all can hear. I hit some up for the circle. That's how I'm living. Crowbars in the house and got us on the mission. You can be blood or you can see crippin' fool. But I ain't tripping. My homie Snoop drinks the Dana juice and that's alright. For the coolio with the flow, sip the yak all night. Rolling with my home.
Stand by. It is Drew Garabo Live. I don't want to get an engineer, but... hold on. I think...
You got this.
I don't. Oh, I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. 800-771-1025 is the number. We're about to play What the Heckerling. I told you earlier in the show that we are celebrating the birth of Amy Heckerling, a phenomenal director. She is responsible for Clueless, European Vacation, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Johnny Dangerously, and Look Who's Talking. I mentioned those films because I have audio clips from all of those films. I'm going to play one. Maurice is going to tell me from what Amy Heckerling film that quote originated. You will agree or disagree. I'll say 4 in a row. Connect 4. 4 in a row will get you some concert tickets. Hello there. It's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew, this is Dave. I just wanted to thank you because I just won $1,000 from you, my man.
Stop it. Did you really?
I swear to God. I swear to God.
No way. Dave, are you kidding? Dude, you call this radio show and this station all the time. You deserve that, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
So wait, take me through it. So you're sitting there and they call you and they're like, hey, is this Dave? And you're like, yeah, what do you want? And they go, you just won $1,000 from the bonus keyword, right?
Exactly right.
Oh, my God, dude. This is our third winner in 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
I
man.
just heard the ad promo for the last winner.
Stick. Yeah. Dude, that's so amazing, man. Congrats.
Yeah, I gave you a big shout out. They always want me to say that. I said, with Drew Garabo on the bone.
My man. Dude, thank you so much. Congratulations. I hope you, I hope you spend it on something good. What are you going to spend it on?
Well, it's my birthday next Friday, so I'm going to go up to Skipper's and see some Sean Chambers and enjoy myself.
There you go, buddy. Well, man, enjoy some top shelf liquor on courtesy of the Bone, man. Congrats, bro.
I'll have a couple of shots on you.
Please do. Damn, that was so
nice.
I mean, makes me so damn happy.
I don't know if I'm blowing a stack on Sean Chambers.
The man likes what he likes, Maurice. Wow. That is so cool because you start to think like, do people really win? Do our listeners really win? And that dude absolutely won. And frickin'
our third one from this show. So, yeah, the president has been set.
Man. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can we help you?
Hi, I was calling for the game.
Good. What's your name?
Amy.
Amy, good to speak with you today. Tell us a little something about yourself.
I am currently driving to go pick up my daughter from school.
All right, very good. That's all we need to know. What grade is your daughter in?
7th.
Oh, that's so awesome. Little middle schooler.
How great if an Amy wins the Amy Heckerling game.
Oh, my God. Would that not be perfect?
I would love that.
Did you, be honest, were you familiar with Amy Heckerling before we brought up her name on today's radio program?
I knew the name when you said it, but honestly, I didn't remember who she was until you started naming her movies.
Gotcha. And man, she's got some great ones. All right, then I'm going to play a clip. Maurice is going to tell you what movie it came from.
Got the list in front of me.
You'll agree or disagree, okay?
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't know. What do you think? You think the drugs had any effect on him or what?
How did you know I had drugs?
I don't. I didn't. It's just, you can tell in his eyes. He looks like stoned or something.
Doesn't look stoned. He looks perfect.
Maurice, what Amy Heckerling classic is that from?
Oh, the clip is so unbelievable. I couldn't believe it, Drew. That's Look Who's Talking.
I don't know why he's talking like he's the 7-Eleven clerk.
That was
I think he was trying to do Travolta, but it didn't work.
Okay. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, whatever. Help
Thank
you, Amy.
Thank you. Amy, do you agree or disagree with Look Who's Talking?
I absolutely agree.
Good move on your part. That's exactly what it was. You're 25% of the way there. Here is your second Amy Heckerling clip for What the Heckerling.
Amber? Miss Stoger, my plastic surgeon doesn't want me doing any activity where balls fly at my nose.
Well, there goes your social life.
Which Amy Heckerling classic is that, Maurice?
Believe it or not, Drubert, a film I have never seen all the way through, but I am not clueless about that being clueless.
I think he says it's Clueless. Amy, do you agree or disagree?
I agree. That is Clueless.
It is. I had not seen that film until a few months ago when they showed it at the Billheimer Capitol Theater, and my good friend Katie Pedretti said, "What the hell you mean you've never seen Clueless? Come out to the summer movie series and watch it." I did, and I have to say, very funny, delightful film, held up well. Paul Rudd, super young and great. Alicia Silverstone was fantastic. Yeah, Alicia Silverstone was great, and Stacey Dash, what a fox. All right, here is your next Amy Heckerling film. You're 50% of the way there, halfway there.
We got this from the Pig and the Poke show. They said there'd be rooms before and a rental car waiting for us. We're the grand prize winners. Oink, oink, oink. We'll be pigs. Oink.
We're
pigs. Oink, oink.
Maurice, which Amy Heckerling classic film is that from?
That's a movie that opens with a scene so disturbing it probably couldn't be shot today. That would be European Vacation.
Agree or disagree, dear Amy?
I agree.
Oh, I thought, man, that pause really worried me.
No.
The disturbing part, I assume, is him Frenching out with the very young Audrey.
Extremely young, Drew.
Who was that? Dana something? Who played Audrey in European Vacation? Because she was in a bunch of stuff. European Vacation.
Was she the only holdover kid from the one movie?
She wasn't. She was only Audrey once.
Oh, I thought.
Wasn't she?
No, I think she was
Dana
in the
Hill.
first.
Dana Hill was in European Vacation. That was the only one.
Wow, so there were no holdover kids.
Let's see. The first one, it was Anthony Michael Hall as Rusty. He never repeated as Rusty.
No.
Don't remember the actress who played. I know in Christmas Vacation, wasn't Juliette Lewis?
Juliette Lewis, yeah.
Audrey.
And Johnny Galecki.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, all right.
Man, that's really something. Let's see. Dana Hill, in addition to playing Audrey, because she was in a lot of stuff. The TV movie Fallen Angel, Shoot the Moon. She was with Rip Torn in a film called Cross Creek. She was in 2 episodes of The Fall Guy.
Damn.
Okay, I guess European Vacation was pretty much the apex of this young lady's career. Although she did the voice for Scrappy, the orphan mouse, on 8 episodes of Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures in 1987. My dear, you are 75% of the way there. You've got 3 out of 4. I will offer you the let's make a deal option. You can walk away now with absolutely nothing, or you can risk it all for a pair of concert tickets.
Oh, I'm definitely going to risk it.
Good move. No risk it, no biscuit. Here is your 4th Amy Heckerling movie clip.
It says 100% guaranteed, you moron.
Mister, if you don't shut up, I'm going to kick 100% of your ass.
Here we are. Perhaps another breakfast.
I hope you had a hell of a piss, Arnold.
What Amy Heckerling classic, Maurice, might that be from?
Oh, you got it all, Drew. That is Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Amy, do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Life's the same. You're moving in stereo. Absolutely correct. Well done, young lady. Hold on one moment. I'll get your information. You are 4 for 4 on Amy Heckerling classic films. Please hold. Hello, who are you?
Hey, this is Nick.
Nick, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are y'all today?
Really good. Are you here to play the Heckerling game?
Yeah, I am.
Well, lucky for you, I pulled enough clips for you to play as well. Ain't you a lucky guy? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Here is your first Amy Heckerling clip. Not that song. That's obviously from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Differently around here, Dan. Put the gun away.
Maybe I will and maybe I won't.
Stash the rod, Danny.
You shouldn't grab me, Johnny. My mother grabbed me once. Once.
Which Amy Heckerling classic is that from, Maurice?
Oh, that might have been Piscopo's shining moment, and that would be Johnny Dangerously.
Agree or disagree?
I agree with that.
That's a good move on your part. It was Piscopo's only shining moment, besides, of course, the great Saturday Night Live sketch where he played Frank Sinatra to Eddie Murphy's Stevie Wonder, and they did a great version of Ebony and Ivory. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Yeah,
Ebony and Ivory, you're as blind as a bat, but I can see side by side my amigo, Negro, we go. Oh, what a classic, dude. All right, here is your next Amy Heckerling clip for What the Heckerling.
Okay, you and the rest of your bastiches can gamble. But don't try no bargain trick. Otherwise, you wind up with your bells in a sling.
What a mouth on that guy.
Maurice, which Heckerling classic might that be?
Man, I think you back-to-back JD'd me. I got to go Johnny Dangerously again.
Sir, he thinks I would back-to-back Johnny Dangerously him. Do you agree or disagree?
I'll have to agree, I guess. I'm not sure.
Well, if you think about it if you want to. I mean, I am not prone to back-to-back Johnny Dangerously anybody. Better, easier said than done. Do you agree or disagree? Johnny Dangerously.
No, let's say it's Loser.
It's not Loser. You're a loser.
You idiot. I'm 6 for 6. What?
You got no integrity with that guy. I talked him out of a correct answer.
I know, and I was just shaking my head. I was like, watch him fall for it. Watch him fall. I'm 6 for 6, dude.
We'll get out of this jam in a minute. Kids, Big Ben, Parliament, begin. Kids.
We know, Big Ben.
Parliament.
Classic. Just an absolute classic. As is this scene right here.
Hey, bud, what's your problem?
No problem at all. I think you know where the front office is.
You dick!
One of my favorite things in the world is that in the edited for television version that they would show on TNT, they had him use the word nerd instead of dick. But you could see that it was dubbed. Spicoli's mouth would say dick, but you would hear nerd. So it was like, you nerd.
I think you know where the front office is.
You nerd.
You
geek.
You
dork.
You dick.
I will maintain Sean Penn, a great actor. That From Out of Nowhere, whatever the hell one he did with Leo a little while ago, phenomenal.
Yeah, and that was his debut, Fast Times. That was the first I ever saw of him.
I don't think it was his first film, though.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was Taps. It had to be Fast Times. That didn't have to be, but I thought it was.
Sean Penn's very first movie was the 1981 drama Taps.
It was Taps.
Where he played the supporting role of Cadet Captain Alex Dwyer. While Fast Times at Ridgemont High is often considered his breakout role, Taps marked his first appearance on the big screen along stars Timothy Hutton and, of course, Tom Cruise. But Spicoli was the first we really saw of Sean. I maintain, look, Dead Man Walking, brilliant film. The Game, good. He was great in it. He's never been better than he was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He was so letter perfect as Jeff Spicoli. And he made that movie.
Yeah.
That movie doesn't exist without him.
Yeah, I agree. I will say this. He was also letter perfect, though, in Mystic River as a grieving father.
Oh, yeah.
He was so powerful in that film.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
And he was surrounded by a bunch of A-listers, and he outshone them all.
Oh, man. Clint Eastwood directed.
Directed. Yeah, you had Kevin Bacon. You had Tim Robbins. You had Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just surrounded by great actors.
Forrest Whitaker was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, right? He was Jefferson.
He was Jefferson.
And Mike Damone.
Yeah.
I want you to want me. I'm going to have to bleep it. I don't yearn for the days where we could casually throw around the F word for gay people because it carries too much weight with it now. Like, it really does hurt gay people, and I'm not down with using it any longer. But the way he used it in this scene with the surfer dream, I'm gonna
the world's finest surfers.
I'm gonna pause it before he says
battle with what's turned out to be the biggest wave to hit this coast since 1946. Hello, everybody. I'm Stu Nahan. I'd like you to meet this young man. His name, Jeff Spicoli. And Jeff, congratulations to you. Things look kind of rough out there today.
Well, I'll tell you, Stu, I did battle some humongous waves. But, just like I told the guy on ABC, danger is my business.
A lot of people expect that maybe Mark Cutback Davis or Bob Jungle Dead Gerard would take the honors this year.
Oh, those guys are
I forgot.
I can't let him say it, but goddamn, I don't care who you are. That's funny.
But he says it as a loving homage to a bygone era, Drew.
Okay, the courtroom may proceed. Mr. Maurice Jovan, did you say that the F word for gay people was a loving homage at approximately 5:55 p.m. on Thursday, May the 7th?
Don't forget to include bygone era.
Sorry, the court reporter will reflect that it was a loving homage from a bygone era.
Dude, I haven't heard that clip probably in forever, and that was funny.
So great. He's got the bullfrog on his nose. Those guys are loving homages. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello.
Hi.
Did you guys see Sean Penn in the movie Carlito's Way?
I don't know that I ever saw. That's an Al Pacino film,
It's probably
correct.
Yeah, and it's a Sean Penn you have never seen.
Oh.
And he is villainously brilliant.
Okay.
In that.
Yeah, check that movie out, guys. Carlito's Way. Have a good one.
Thanks, one of my favorite top 3 gangster films.
He was really good in the original Bad Boys, not the Will Smith Bad Boys, but the one where he's like a juvenile delinquent, and I think they beat the crap out of him with like a pillowcase with soda cans in it.
Correct. Yeah, he did. No, he beat them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
He's a badass.
Yeah.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, are you Amy?
I'm Kathy.
Oh, sorry, Kathy. What's up?
Hi. I was just wondering if you're still doing a contest.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. I have exhausted my supply. Well, I have one more, just for poops and giggles. We'll see if you know it.
When was he born?
July 3rd.
Okay. What's his favorite cereal?
I don't know.
Cheerios. What's his favorite stuffed animal, Fred or Barney? Fred.
That's right.
No, Barney. How many diapers does he go through a day? About 6. Who's his favorite rock star? Michael Jackson. Don't you think a father should know some of these things?
All right.
Which one was that, my dear?
Oh.
Lifeline.
Oh, no lifelines.
Mo. I'm going to ask Mo.
No. Mo was homaging to a bygone era.
What? Tell me the names of the
No. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Yeah, Drew, Mo, have either of you guys seen the Sean Penn movie U-Turn?
No.
Twist and turns in that one. You got to watch it. It's pretty good.
There's someone else in that who is
the hot chick. I don't know her name. I don't know, but I seen it years ago, and it's so many twists and turns. It's very entertaining.
Oliver Stone film with Sean Penn, Billy Bob, and Jennifer Lopez and John Voight. I'll be all right, and Joaquin Phoenix. I'm gonna check that one out. Thanks, man.
U-Turn. Yeah, it's great.
All right, 97.
Joaquin.
That's what I call him. Neo-noir crime thriller based on the book Stray Dogs. Let's see.
Supposed to be pretty good. Yeah.
In Arizona, Bobby Cooper drives 64.5 Mustang convertible. Headed to Vegas by way of Globe and Phoenix to repay gangster Mr. Arcady. His journey, blah, 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 blah. All right. You know what film I always forget is a Jake Gyllenhaal movie, Nocturnal Creatures or Nocturnal Animals. Have you seen that?
I know it, but I have not seen it.
It's one of those movies that you're not sure what's real and what's not, what's happening and what's not. Amy Adams and Jake Gyllenhaal. It's so weird. Gyllenhaal is on a road trip and his family gets abducted or whatever, but like it's not really happening or it might be happening. And then it's very hard to explain. I remember getting done with it for the first time and going, what did I just watch? Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, how y'all doing?
Very well, sir. Thank you. Better now that you called. What's going on?
Man, I was calling in for the game there, but I think it's over, man, because I listen on the app and I'm a little behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Watch the YouTube feed. You'll get to see us. What do you got coming up in the Mo Betta?
Oh, gas. It ain't all that high. Also, yeah, I know. Love bug season, and you're supposed to be a cop.
Next on the Mo Betta News. Bert's Great American Bike Night is happening right now as we speak, and it's sponsored by the Fran Hosch Law Group. Biker games, music, food, fun, free bike ride series. You've also got Larry's Car Show. Kids also eat free every Thursday at Quaker Steak and Lube. Delicious wings. The longest running weekly car show in the area. They've been doing it for over 20 years. $5 registration fee for all makes and models. Includes a 10% off coupon for dinner. 50-50 raffle and all kinds of good stuff. Sponsored by the Fran Hosch Law Group. Happening right now as well. Ladies only class out there at Harley-Davidson of Newport Richey. Sponsored by the Fran Hosch Law Group. You notice the theme here? Fran Hosch Law Group sponsors a lot of charitable events in the area. She is amazing, and you should support her because she supports us. So if you need an attorney, you need Fran Hosch. Lawfran.com or the Fran Hosch Law Group Facebook page. Go to events and see where you can find Fran and the Fantastics.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 20. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 20. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For more info, go to theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Waters Avenue and Dale Mabry still dealing with that earlier wreck. Eastbound and westbound Waters now both delayed. Northbound Dale Mabry as well. Waters eastbound toward Armenia incident, a fairly sizable backup crash. Fletcher Avenue westbound toward Armenia. Southbound Bryan Road wreck at Brooker Road. In Pinellas, Curlew crash at Omaha Street or County Road 1. Still there. Right shoulder blockage southbound on the Skyway toward Manatee. Ranger telling you to move over. This is Eric with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Catching your favorite band live? That's a thrill. But for the accident attorneys at Farah and Farah,
it's the thrill of the win, standing up for someone and making a real difference. Yeah, we're built for that.
Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a slow drain or a plumbing backup? Take care of it before it turns into a bigger problem. Hawkins Service Company is offering a drain cleaning special for just $49. Schedule now at hawkinsserviceco.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsberg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsberg.com.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? If you've waited to schedule your garage door tune-up, now is the time. Overhead Door Company of Tampa Bay will perform their 26-task garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79. That's one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. The price is only available for a limited time. You need this done, so why not now? And for just $79. Call 813-885-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooroptampa.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
107.3 The Eagle presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. 3 nights, 3 iconic artists featuring a rock orchestra. You don't want to miss the music of Led Zeppelin. Saturday, June 27th, and the music of Journey, Friday, July 17th. Both featuring American Idol finalist Konstantin Maroulis. Plus the music of David Bowie, Friday, August 7th. Buy all 3 starting at $99. Tickets on sale Friday. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo better than this.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Drew, but I heard you mention this in passing on Sinning's show with John Sinning, talking about the 40 cents per gallon off with the Circle K, because I'm a Circle K member as well. And they do that a lot. If you haven't signed up for Circle K gas, you really should. Or just the whole Circle K organization.
Yeah, they don't tell us to do that, by the way. They don't pay us to tell you that.
No.
We just like it.
It's in the news. Gas discounts. Circle K discounts gas up to 40 cents per gallon at select locations. Circle K said on May 7th. Here's the caveat, though.
What?
The one caveat is I just filled up my car before I had to take it in. And
that's not Circle K's fault.
I'm just saying.
They got to keep an eye on when you fill up your car.
In the immortal words of Ike Turner, damn, Tina, you got to give a nickel some notice. That's all I'm saying, Drew.
It's funny you say that because I always end up on the wrong side of it.
Right.
But this time I just happened to have 30 miles left, and I got that email this morning. I'm like, well, that went that well.
Yes, it did. Well, between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. for those of you that are not members, fuel prices will drop up to 40 cents per gallon at participating locations. It was funny, though, because you go, oh, yeah, I got 40 cents off. And then it still ends up being like $4.20 at a gallon.
Crazy. It's like $50 to fill up my small-ass tank.
Yeah, try 80 because I have to get high test.
Yeah.
The national average for gas has risen 38.2 cents over the last week and stands at $4.42 gas, Buddy said. Anyway, for more information on the fuel day, you can seek out a Circle K. Technically, you only have about 45 minutes left.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of cars, Bay Area drivers are dealing with love bug swarms as peak season returns. I don't remember. It's been a handful of years that since we've had a swarm like this with love bugs. It almost seemed like they had gone away for good.
I thought they had.
Yeah. How to protect your cars and keep them away is what people are trying to find out. They are harmless to people, but they can damage car paint, if left splattered for too long in the sun, I had to tell Melanie this. She's like, I was like, yeah, these are all love bugs, and you got to get them off your car because they will absolutely ruin the paint. UF scientists say the peak of love bug season is nearly over as the swarms are expected to die off over the next month or so. They don't have a long lifespan.
No. Yeah. We used to pull them apart as kids and be like, you're getting divorced. But then we found out they died, and we're like,
yeah, this is cruel.
Going to hell.
Even if they didn't die, why would you do it?
I don't know. We were idiots, man. Nothing but idiots.
They don't sting, don't bite, and there's no reaction if they land on your skin, Small said. A simple method for getting rid of them because of the type of material inside their bodies. Once you spray them with hydrogen peroxide, they'll start to foam.
What, the love bugs will?
Yeah.
Ew, why would you want to do that?
Exactly. They are expected again to be dying off over the next few weeks, so just deal with it. But wash your car, please.
Yeah.
Speaking of being on the wrong side of the law, Bradenton police officer fired after domestic battery and burglary arrest. Damn, maybe just do one crime.
That's what SBK said.
Yeah. The police officer, Quinlan Parnot, 29, fired after being arrested on the DB charges and the BC charges as well, tied to an off-duty domestic violence incident. I'm assuming she beat up a boyfriend and then took his wallet or something like that, maybe his phone. Officials say the investigation is ongoing. Outside of the fact that you want cops to be upstanding, you go through all of that training, all of the necessary things, programs, teachings, etc., that you have to do to get a job that can probably take good care of you for the rest of your life, and you lose it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, you get so clouded by anger, whether you're a cop or whatever, that you just don't even think about consequences, which to me is, I'm always thinking about consequences.
And I'm always more so thinking about my job. Sometimes I don't think about the consequences more than I think about the job, where it's like I would do certain things if I didn't have the jobs that I have. And I'm not just talking about Cox Media, but I'm talking about a government job as a federale. So it's always now as opposed to how could this go wrong, because I can deal with wrong. It's how is this going to F up my job?
Exactly.
And if you're a cop, it's going to F up your job. I'm curious as to where you stand on this.
All right.
Tierra Verde Marina redevelopment proposal is approved after hundreds protest in the St. Petersburg meeting. Opponents raised concerns about traffic, hurricane safety, environmental impacts, and neighborhood compatibility, with some residents warning the project is still too large for the island community. You buy land, you buy a home, you rent, whatever you do, lease on an island or in an island community. Do you have the right to impede progress and development from outside entities or maybe even inside entities because you feel it's going to change the landscape of what you bought into?
Man, you've got the right to protest, but I have found in Florida, nothing is going to stand in the way of development. It sucks. It's ruined the beauty of our state. It's displaced animals like crazy, and it's going to keep on happening until there's no more green space.
But does someone owe you something if they sell you the luxury and the beauty of a small island life,
right?
And then the government officials now allow a bigger development to come in? And I'm not pro or against.
Right. I think you should just have the awareness that government is going to do this. No matter where you live. What gets me is the people who buy a beachside property and then think they own the beach, which I guess by law they own it all the way down to the wet sand.
Right.
But how does somebody own the beach? How do you own nature?
I get it.
But
I'll put my good money down on that property.
That's exactly it.
Speaking of good money down on the property, a slew of new Costco warehouses are opening up soon, including in Florida. Roughly half of the new warehouses are expected to open in the U.S. The retailer has a presence in all but 3 states, Rhode Island, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
Wyoming ain't got no Costco?
Ain't got no Costco.
They ain't got a lot of land.
Yeah, what do you need? I know what do you need a Costco for in Wyoming. What is being called Latin America's biggest Costco in Monterrey, Mexico, also opens this month. Costco is the equivalent of Sam's Club, right?
Pretty much.
I've been in one or two. I'm not a member. I think my mother-in-law is. There's not one really near me, and there's a Sam's Club within walking distance.
Okay.
But I do like some of the things that I've seen at a Costco.
Oh, they're great. We have one on Sheldon Road, and
so that's your go-to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go a lot, but they got great deals, and if you like buying in bulk, it's pretty damn cool. People love their snack bar, but you know what I'm a big fan of?
What's that?
BJ's. I love BJ's.
The membership warehouse? What? Whatever.
I just like BJ's.
Okay. Anyway. Health officials track dozens who left the hantavirus-stricken ship after the first fatality. What a cluster F this whole thing
Blow
is.
the boat up. Although they've let too many people off already.
Yeah. You and I have both, on this very program, expressed our disdain, disgust, and dislike of cruise ships. Ugh.
Petri dishes.
Woo-wee.
Blow the boat up.
Exactly. Blow it up. Sorry. What do you want us to do?
Yep.
I'm going to shut up. I'm just going to shut up right there.
You don't understand why anybody gets on a cruise ship anymore?
There's a lot of sick people walking around that probably are going to kill you. FDA announces its first okay of fruit-flavored e-cigarettes for adults in a major shift under Trump.
Oh.
Yes, very nice.
Yay.
All right, here's some.
You can vape your Fruity Pebbles. Congrats, everybody.
Come on, man. The decision is certainly to be opposed by health groups, and that's in quotes, and parent organizations, also in quotes, that have long pointed to flavors as the driver behind underage vaping in the U.S. Kids gonna be kids, Drew.
Yep.
But the federal action comes as teen vaping rates have dropped to a 10-year low. There you go. Now it's time to get them back up. And manufacturers have pushed the administration to loosen restrictions on their product. It's all about the money. Anybody that donates heavily to a certain political party understand that favors are going to be granted.
Yeah.
They just are.
Of course.
It's
the corruption of America.
Speaking of favors being granted, Elon Musk sought $80 billion for Mars colonization.
How much?
$80 billion.
For Mars colonization.
Yeah. The testimony comes in a trial where Musk is seeking $150 billion in damages and leadership changes. Greg Brockman testified, who backed a for-profit OpenAI, but he wanted full control to fund this $80 billion Mars. We're not going to Mars. No. You can have the debate about whether aliens exist or not all day long. There is no debate. We will never call it. In your lifetime, in your children's lifetime, you're not putting people on Mars. Nope. It's not going to happen. And the people,
billions.
80 billion. It's a grift.
Yep.
Now you got $80 billion just to kick around and do renderings and concepts of something that's never going. We are never going to live on Mars, dummies.
He said it.
Some iPhone owners get up to $95 payment after Apple agrees to settle case for $250 million. Covers about 37 million devices bought in the United States between June 10 of 2024 and March 29 of 2025.
I think I probably bought an iPhone in that time.
I think I have too. You know what I'm waiting for?
Tell me.
I'm not a huge. How often did you? I used to be an every year iPhone upgrader, and then I stopped. And I think now I think I'm 2 to 3 years in.
I upgrade when my old phone breaks. I will upgrade to a new one. Yeah. Other than that, I will not.
Well, I'm telling you this. I've been holding out for a year now, and I got about 7 months left. That iPhone flip phone. That's the kids. As soon as that baby comes out.
iPhone flip phone.
Yeah, I was a big fan. Remember the Motorola flip?
Of course.
Looked like a Star Trek communicator. I love that.
You got a text by pushing numbers?
Yeah. I don't need that back. But I cannot wait for that to come out. And finally, in some news, I'm pretty positive you probably know, and I would be interested if you're going to try and seek it out. Beastie Boys Mike D announces rare shows in New York City and Los Angeles. He shared the news of his upcoming performances on Instagram, saying it's happening. The California shows are planned for May 7th, Plaza Nightclub and Dance Hall, and 10th at Sid the Cat Auditorium. The shows arrive after Mike D joined his sons Skylar and Davis, the alternative band Very Nice, for a viral surprise performance.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad he's doing it. I'm going to need to see a couple more video clips before I plunk down my money to see it.
This is your boy. One of your boys.
He's 1/3 of my favorite band, and thus far, jury's still out. He's not doing Beastie Boy songs.
Was he your least favorite Beastie Boy?
I mean, I don't have a least favorite Beastie Boy, but...
Oh, yes, you do.
I have two favorite Beastie Boys, and it's Ad Rock and MCA.
Okay, there you go.
R.I.P. MCA.
Mike D, what was his role? Was he like who was the guitarist?
Ad Rock is a guitarist. MCA played the bass. Mike D plays the drums.
Okay. I mean, the backbeat of the band.
Well... Yeah, on their punk songs, but I don't know. I love you, Mike Diamond. Not going to Brooklyn or LA to see you.
Is it also something to where you just needed to see them all together?
Correct. Yeah. Anything else is just going to be, I hate to say this, a pale imitation.
I got you. Jamie Presley, remember her?
Yeah.
Well, you can see her on OnlyFans.
Maybe like 20 years ago.
Yeah, right. And no doubt, which I would also go, maybe like 20 years ago, have kicked off their 2026 Sphere residency. Were you a No Doubt fan? Would you have any interest if they came here going to see No Doubt?
No. No. I mean, I like their older stuff, but no.
I mean, but you probably like their older stuff like I like their older stuff. Like if it came on the radio, you didn't immediately turn it off.
Correct.
You never owned a No Doubt record, right?
Did not own Tragic Kingdom. Nope.
Okay. Well, they have more than Tragic Kingdom.
Oh, well, I definitely couldn't name any of the other ones, so I didn't own them.
All right. Well, there you go. That's the Bo Better.
Thank you. Would you believe that today in history, in 1983, Stevie Wonder was a guest on Saturday Night Live? You couldn't even write this kind of synchronicity.
No,
we were literally just talking about it.
Yeah.
So weird. Hello, who are you?
Nick.
How you doing, Nick?
Pretty good, man. Just catching up with the Mo News.
Mo Betta News. Mo
Betta News, excuse me. Sorry. The Mo Betta News.
Thank you.
I also despise cruise ships. My wife forced me to go on one last year.
Sorry.
Never will again. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Same. I've never gotten off a cruise ship without feeling physically ill for about the next week.
Or without feeling a vacation's not a great vacation if once you get off of it, you go, oh my God, I'm so glad to be home.
So true.
No desire. Nope. Also, touching on the beach thing, all that stuff will keep happening in Florida if we keep appointing ex-developers to the board of the FWC.
True that.
And as the agricultural commissioner who's currently running Wilton Simpson, right? They're all developers and ex-developers. No, vote for Matt the Welder. But we're going to keep doing that if you keep letting bureaucrats line these guys' pockets and nobody votes them out.
You say vote for Matt the Welder? Is that his name?
Matt Taylor. He's a grassroots guy from Florida who's fighting big agricultural and the developers for real Florida agricultural. It's a grassroots movement. Look him up.
I am.
So much so, Bay News 9 posted something about him or about the incumbent, Wilton Simpson, and so many people commented about Matt the Welder, they had to turn off the comment.
Oh, my God. Matt the Welder was born in Clearwater. He earned a high school diploma from where my son did at Sickles High School.
All right.
Graduated HCC in 2018.
Local ties.
His career experience includes working as a long-haul trucker, media platform manager, and independent contractor. Okay. He's running against Wilton Simpson in the Republican primary for Commissioner of Agriculture and Consumer Services. I don't know anything about Wilton Simpson. I don't know anything about Matt Welder, but if Matt the Welder isn't a professional politician, then I'll vote for him. I think we ought to just drain the swamp for reals. And this dude, Wilton Simpson, is the incumbent Florida Commissioner of Agriculture, so he's going to win. All right, we're going to come back, whether you like it or not. I would put two shows as the greatest television programs of all time not being Breaking Bad. They're both pretty much television crime dramas. One of the stars was asked to name his favorite of 4 crime dramas. He picked his own as number 1, obviously. But when we come back, I want to find out, A, if Mo has seen any of these 4 shows, and B, we'll have a discussion about which one is number 1 next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Curlew crash in Pinellas in the clearing stages at Omaha Street. US 19 north congested toward Tarpon Avenue. Wreck Bryan Dairy Road westbound and eastbound affected at Belcher. Roadwork delay Hillsborough Avenue westbound toward the Expressway. Also in Hillsborough, Bush Boulevard eastbound incident toward Armenia. This is Eric with traffic.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1300924.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby. I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
2001 Odyssey is Tampa's #1 nude club on Florida's West Coast with over 300 of the hottest exotic dancers. 2001 Odyssey has been voted the #1 nude club by Best of the Bay. Check out the world-famous 2001 spaceship and encounter the wildest dancing in Tampa Bay. The after party happens every night. Full liquor next door. 2001 Odyssey, 275 in Raymond James Stadium on Dale Mabry, better known as The Strip.
Tag in the ultimate refreshment with Sequence Escape Spiked at WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV. Sequence Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Flavored malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026. The Secret Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used on their license.
Hey, folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Lone Ranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? That's like waiting for gas to hit $1.25. Sure, it might happen, but how long are you going to sit on empty? Meanwhile, home prices just keep climbing. Marry the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the timing is right. And don't forget, I've got programs with 0 down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Have you been to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino lately? Sign up for a Unity card at the Players Club and receive 50% off vouchers at Fresh Harvest Buffet. Plus, get a free limited edition Hard Rock t-shirt and play up to $200 on us. On Sundays in May, there's a $270,000 blackjack tournament. On Mondays, a $325,000 bonus times treasure spin showdown slot tournament. And on Tuesdays, a $700,000 Phoenix Link free slot spin drawing. Play and earn all month long. It all happens at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Get in there and win.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Adam Ray makes a stop at the Hard Rock Event Center at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on July 26th. His appearance as Joe Biden on Kill Tony amassed over 30 million views and remains one of the most popular in the show's history. Catch Adam Ray at his Who Is Me tour July 26th at the Hard Rock Event Center.
Injured? It's your case. Own it. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear night, tonight mild, lows in the mid-70s. Coming up on Friday, good amount of sunshine. There's a small chance of a shower during the afternoon along the sea breeze, but a hot day, highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
You want to score with the chick? 800-771-1025. Were you a 24 guy?
No.
Did you ever watch it or no?
I've seen portions of episodes.
I feel like that show was so far ahead of its time. Jack Bauer, played by Kiefer Sutherland, plot twists, every episode a self-contained hour. Just a great freaking show. I would never in a million years put it up there with the greatest shows of all time. They, for some stupid reason, they were ranking the best crime dramas of all time. And they had 24, let me just make sure it's crime dramas. 4 TV shows, 1 choice. Okay, so there are 4 crime-related shows. 4 TV shows, 1 choice. True Detective, which season 1 with McConaughey and Woody, amazing. Season 2, Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn, very forgettable. Season 3, so slow and boring that I never watched season 4. Now, the 2 that we could debate all day long, The Wire and The Shield. I can make an argument for either one of those being the greatest crime drama ever on television. Did you watch either one?
The Wire, all seasons. The Shield, none.
The Wire, in my opinion, is television perfection. Every season. I know that many people didn't like season 2 with Frank Sabatka, Ziggy and the Duck, and, down in the docks with the union workers. I loved it. I thought Beatty was great, and her relationship with McNulty was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought every season of that show got better and better.
I didn't dislike season 2. It just was my least favorite.
I get that.
I'll put it that way.
It's most people's least favorite. Season 5 was really good. The last season with the newspaper. And the dude who gets caught in the lie. That's really good. But seasons 3 and 4, in my opinion, are 2 of the best seasons of television ever.
Yeah.
I mean, spoiler alert, Stringer Bell, one of the most shocking television deaths ever. And when Omar got it.
Yeah, that was more shocking.
The way he got it.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew with the way that Stringer was making moves while Avon Barksdale was in prison, that was going to come back to him. Like, nothing happens without Avon not knowing about it. You know what I mean?
He banged that guy's girl, man. That wasn't right.
Well, D'Angelo was in prison. He was just taking care of her. You know, he was just taking care of.
I was wrong, Drew.
That poor lady.
That poor lady.
That was wrong because D'Angelo shouldn't have been in jail in the first place.
Right?
And then he ends up not killing himself, but they kill him and they make it look like he killed himself. That was terrible.
Yeah.
That broke my heart. But that show was all about showing you that the game is the game, and people are going to die.
There was rumors that she was an actual gang member, but I don't think that that's true. The one character that was really terrifying for me was that the girl that looked like a guy,
Snoopy.
Yeah, she was. You did not want to meet her in the streets.
No, she was honestly one of the most terrifying characters on the show.
Was she an actual actress, or did they pluck her out of the streets? Maybe.
Now that I got to look up
because she was too authentic.
Felicia Snoop Pearson is a semi-fictional character on the show The Wire. She's a young soldier in Marlowe, dude. That guy was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Played by the actress of the same name. So Snoop is her real name, real nickname. She is best known for playing Snoop, a fictionalized version of herself on The Wire.
See, so I bet you they did. I bet you they grabbed her up off the street and gave her some chops.
Fascinating. She's a daughter of incarcerated drug addicts.
There you go.
Mom, crack addict. Dad, armed robber. Tomboy from a young age, began dealing drugs as a teenager.
Go ahead, girl.
Age of 14, convicted of second-degree murder after shooting a 15-year-old.
Murder was the case that they gave her, Drew.
That is true. Tried as an adult, sentenced to 2 8-year terms.
Where's the acting school in this? Did she go to Juilliard? See, I thought I had heard that she was actually legit, which is why she was so scary.
She met Michael K. Williams, the dude who played Omar, in a club in Baltimore. At the time, she had returned to dealing drugs, so she couldn't hold down a job due to her criminal record. Omar, Michael Williams, invited her to come to the set one day, introduced her to the writers and producers. After successful auditions, she was offered the role of Snoop, a fictionalized version of herself.
Nice.
That's insane.
Yeah, nice.
Author Stephen King called her, quote, perhaps the most terrifying female villain ever to appear on a television series.
He's not wrong.
This is great. Pearson's role on the show launched her acting career, and she appeared in music videos like Lil Mo's Dem Boys, Rick Ross's Da Boss, and Here I Am, Ace Hood's Cash Flow, ASAC Ferb's Shaba, and Snoop Dogg's So Many Pros. She acted in 2 Spike Lee films, neither of which I've seen, one of which I've never heard of. Chirac I've heard of, but I never saw.
Yeah, same.
Sweet Blood of Jesus in 2014. No. Do you know that Spike Lee joint?
No, not at all.
Sweet Blood of Jesus is an American horror film directed by Spike Lee. The plot, oh man, this is awful. No wonder we haven't heard about this. This has got to be the forgotten Spike Lee film.
I
get this. Because I'm initially intrigued. A Spike Lee horror movie. You know, Spike Lee, he directs some great films.
Sure.
The plot is about a wealthy anthropologist who is stabbed by an ancient African dagger and turned into a vampire.
Oh, good Lord.
Spike has said the film is about human beings who are addicted to blood and called it a new kind of love story.
Yeah.
Oh. It is the first of Spike Lee's films to be funded through Kickstarter, which tells me that every movie studio is like, you know what, Spike, we're going to have to pass on this one. We loved Inside Man. We loved Summer of Sam. We loved The Black Klansman. This one, we're just going to go ahead and have to take a pass. But you've never seen The Shield.
No.
I think you would love this show. You know Michael Chiklis?
Chiklis, yeah.
He plays Vic Mackey, a corrupt cop who leads a strike force task team that they're like an anti-gang team, but they've got a bunch of informants, confidential informants, CIs, if you will, on the streets. Chiklis, or Vic Mackey, is shaking them down, but he's also breaking the law. So the other 3 dudes on his task force, some of them wrestle with the emotional and the moral implications of it, and he gets more and more corrupt. I thought it was fantastic, and it's got one of the best finales of any program I've ever seen. Now, let's talk shrinking. Where are you?
No, I haven't started it yet. I'm in Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, where are you in that?
Episode 2
of the first season.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 2 of season 2.
I know.
It's so good. Isn't John Hamm so great?
Yes. But he's always great. He's just great. He's just great. He was great in the last season of Fargo.
Oh, my God. Amazing.
Which I still would say one of the best series ever.
Fargo's phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
The only season I didn't like was the Chris Rock season in St. Louis.
It's so funny because if you'd have taken Chris Rock out of it and put somebody else in, it would have been bad. It wasn't bad. It was not bad. But yeah, I didn't
like the ending. Was it the first season where the aliens came out of nowhere? Like you had a regular first season going, and then the aliens come.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Might have been
aliens.
Season 2. I thought that last season of Fargo with John Hamm, Juno
good.
Temple, who was Keely on Ted Lasso. Who else? There's one other person.
Who was that? Who was the
lady? Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh.
And then the dude. Oh, Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall.
Who was the crazy the Russian or the that's who was really creepy.
Fargo.
Remember he had that ritual and all of that crap. It was
Fargo season. John Hamm. Let me see. That was Roy Tillman, a constitutional sheriff. Year 5, Juno Temple. Joe Keery was Gator. Oh man, that's a great. That is one of the very rare. How do I word this? TV shows based on a movie, but strayed from the movies. I don't know. I
think it was more inspired by. There was not one season, one episode that was. That correlated with the film.
No, none of it.
Yeah.
Except, I think the dude. No, there's nothing that had to do with.
No.
I think there's like a connection with a Lindegard or something like that, or maybe like in the first season there was someone who appeared.
I always took it as it took place in the same universe.
Yeah, like the Coen Brothers universe.
Yeah.
Even though the Coen Brothers didn't have anything to do with the TV show, I think was there a connection between Fargo movie and TV show? Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, the Fargo TV show is directly connected to the 96 Coen Brothers movie, existing in the same thematic and chronological universe. While each season is an anthology with new stories, the series includes direct plot connections, Easter eggs, and is produced by the original creators. I didn't know that. All right. In season 1, it directly resolves a plot point from the movie. Oliver Platt's character, Stavros Milos, finds the $920,000 in cash that Steve Buscemi's character buried in the snow in the 96 film.
Okay.
I'll be damned.
I didn't get that.
Dude, that movie, by the way, of all of the Coen Brothers movies, I consider Fargo above Big Lebowski, above Raising Arizona, way above Barton Fink.
Yes.
That is their crowning glory.
I would say that, absolutely.
Frances McDermott is so understated and brilliant in the movie Fargo, and Steve Buscemi and that dude who was riding along with him who didn't want to talk. Oh, my God, what a movie.
Yeah.
Go Bears. 800-771-1025. He was just kind of funny looking. How so? Oh, he's just kind of funny looking. He was uncircumcised. Is that why you say he's funny looking? Hello.
Hi. So Drew, I need you for something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to talk about a different subject in your radio show, and I apologize, but it's important.
Okay.
So there's a cat in need, and I wouldn't normally call somebody, but this might be the sweetest cat I've ever seen in my entire life. And it needs a good home. I've put ads out, but there's so many people that are using these animals for bait animals, for dog fighting rings.
Wait, they're using cats for bait and dog fighting rings?
Yeah. Puppies, kittens. Yeah, absolutely. It's a big thing on Craigslist. Yeah, huge. Anybody who offers free animals, they call, they do all kinds of antics.
Oh,
it's crazy.
That's gross.
Oh, it's beyond gross.
So then, how can I help? Please tell me.
So I know you work with an agency, I think, and you volunteer your time.
Agency, yes.
I don't know what it is. I just know that you volunteer your time with cats.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So do you have any suggestions where I really would like it to have a home, but I know that's, I don't know. Do you know anyone who wants a cat?
I do. My good friend rapper Kodak Black was looking for a cat. And if you'll just hold. Looking for a kitten. Lady call up with her hand in a mitten. Driving around in my green Lamborghini. Lady calling up like she never seen me. Put the kitty cat out on the porch. Flame on like I'm like the Human Torch. Silver Surfer and a surfer do space. Drew Garabo got all in her face. Cause the lady called up looking for a home for a cat. I don't know about that, but she sound fat. I ain't trying to offend nobody, lady, but you don't sound like a real hottie. Maybe you can find a home for that cat if you a little sexy. Taco Tuesday and I'm getting Texi-Mexi. You can find a home for the cat at the shelter. Charles Manson and I'm going helter-skelter. Got busted with the bag full of drugs. Playing Frisbee and I'm looking for hugs. Drugs in the flying disc, that's blammo. No, I got caught up in the double whammo. Stole that joke from a dude on my Facebook page. Shout out to Tom Morello, he full of rage. Zach De La Rocca, he left that band, left them all standing with that dick in their hand going, hey, Zach, don't you want to tour with us? Zach look at him, he start to cuss. They look at him, this start to harden, so they made up a band with the dude from Soundgarden. And Chris going there with the audio slave. Plato wrote a book, Allegory of the Cave. Plato learned this stuff from Aristotle. Socrates and I'm going full throttle. What did you call about a damn stray cat? Find a home for him, I don't know about that. I'm Kodak Black, sipping up the perp. You calling up and getting on my nerve. Drew, I don't mean to use your show for a bulletin board, but don't you know they're a stray cat strut like my man Brian Setzer? I don't know Ryan Setzer. What? How was that? Was that helpful?
Uncanny and not helpful.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just missed the Setzer rhyme with Dr. Pepper.
I should have done that.
It was great, though.
Thanks. Got my Glock in my pocket and I'm a straight shooter. Please have your pet spay and neuter. Spider-Man identity Peter Parker. Shout out to the dead Bob Barker. Oh. Oh. I'm going to be thinking about that beat all damn night now. Thank you, ma'am. We are full at Dancing Goat Dairy right now. I appreciate very much the interest, but we are super full, and we are, we're looking to adopt out cats, not take any in. But thank you very much. Appreciate that. I just saw Rand Dizzle up in the chat asking if Tippy came back, and she did not. We lost my favorite barn cat. I choose to believe that she is frolicking somewhere with her sister half and half, but realistically, she probably in the belly of a coyote. That brings me no joy to say that. Tomorrow on the program, joining us at 4:30 is a very talented, charismatic son of a gun who'll be playing very soon at Janice Live. He is the keyboard player for Stick Figure. His name's K-Bong. He's amazing. He and Johnny Cosmic, I believe, also a Stick Figure, are coming soon. I'll break you off a little Livin' Easy by K-Bong. He makes beautiful music. And this dude, when you see Stick Figure, he is playing those keyboards, dancing all around. It's just great Friday feel music. I'll be joined tomorrow by K-Bong on the phone. Really, really beautiful stuff. Check his work out and then go see him at Janice Live.
We live in easy
Good stuff. Have you followed the AI controversy with stick figure?
Yes.
It's insane.
Nuts. Yeah.
Somebody, if you're not following it, Senning and I talked a bit about it. So, an AI program helped a dude from Africa create a version of the song Angels Above Me. It's a stick figure song, but this guy somehow programmed that song into AI, used the vocals of a computer that sound kind of like Scott from Stick Figure, put a dance beat behind it, and it went viral on TikTok. Uncredited Stick Figure. Now, here's why I'm now anti-AI for art. If you're unfamiliar with Stick Figure, you might hear this and go, oh, that's not bad. Pretty good. Because it's a great song, and a great song is a great song. But when a great song is being sung by a computer instead of a person,
right,
it's got no soul. It's got no identity.
Did it use the exact lyrics from the Stick Figure song?
Here, I'll play you the actual version. It's insane how similar but stripped of soul it is. All right, this is the AI version. Now here's the original version. It's one of the most beautiful songs on the planet. Mother. Son of a. So we're just going to have to wait about 90 seconds or so. The original is one of my favorite Stick Figure songs from a great album called World on Fire. And it's just so soulful and heartfelt and human. And when I first heard about this, the good news is Stick Figure has handled it with a lot of dignity. They reached out, they got the artists to credit them, and now the upside is tens, if not hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people are going to find out about the band Stick Figure.
Stick Figure, right.
The second most popular reggae artist right after Bob Marley of the last 20 years. Charts higher than anybody. Their tours all sell out. They got a phenomenal, sexy drummer by the name of Kevin Officer. Love you, Kevin. And they're just a tremendous band. That's the upside. The downside is if this had gone just a little bit the other way, they'd be on the outside looking in and screwed and nothing they could do about it when someone stole their damn art. But just listen to how beautiful and soulful the original is.
Run, run, river, carry me home to the ocean.
Beautiful, right?
The river and the road,
you can
take
certainly
me
hear
home
the
to
human
the
voice.
ocean. The friends in my life, like stars in the sky, leave the lights on. I'm trying to get back home. The river keeps on flowing to the ocean.
All right, Angels Above Me. Thank you, Maurice.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. And don't forget, the credit union that sponsors all of our charity events is the credit union you should join, Achieva Credit Union. Great member benefits, awesome service, tremendous rates on mortgages, auto loans, refinancing, everything. Local, personal touch, empowerment through education, everything you need. ACHIEVACU.com for Achieva Credit Union. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
In the light of the moon, I'll be forever singing tunes for you.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 20. It's the 20th anniversary. And that means we're making this cruise 20 times better than anything you've ever done before in your life. Results subject to personal interpretation. Calter Cruise 20 departs from Tampa on April 1st, 2027 for a 4-night cruise on the Royal Caribbean Jewel of the Seas, heading to Cozumel. On Calter Cruise 20, we'll have a comedy show from Mike's #1 best friend, comedian Robert Kelly, a live concert from the Mike Calter Show band, Pitbull Toddler, and more surprises to be announced. You can put your deposit down now with Diane from Accent on Travel by emailing caltercruise@gmail.com. For more information, go to theboneonline.com. Calta Cruise 20, presented by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 and 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Multi-vehicle crash in Manatee County. Crew on the scene. 75 south at exit 217. State Road 70 right lane blockage. Crash in Hillsborough 41 northbound beyond Sims Road back to Cherry Blossom Trail. Bloomingdale Avenue westbound wreck toward Cricket Hollow Drive. Hillsborough Avenue westbound still congested toward the Veterans. And in Pinellas westbound Curlew now most delayed. That crash at Omaha Street. This is Eric with traffic.
If your floors are due for an upgrade, Bob's Carpet and Flooring has you covered. The May Pergo sale is on. Grab select colors for just $3.95 a square foot. And if you want more than Pergo, they've got carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, and tile. Visit one of our 17 locations or go to bobscarpetandflooring.com today.
Give Mom the gift of luxury and relaxation she deserves with a Safety Harbor Resort and Spa gift card. Gift cards allow Mom to indulge in spa services and enjoy all resort amenities, including steam room, sauna, fitness classes, 3 swimming pools, Sunday brunch, and waterfront tiki bar right on Tampa Bay. Mother's Day gift card packages are specially priced, so you can treat every mom on your list. Go to safetyharborspa.com to buy your Mother's Day gift cards or call 888-BEST-SPA. A Safety Harbor Spa gift card is a gift every mom will love. Come for a service and stay for the day.
This Saturday from 11 to 1, join Galvin from the Mike Calta Show live at the grand opening of Aquasonic Car Wash on 56th Street in Temple Terrace. Swing by for your shot at Tampa Bay Rays tickets and a year-long membership to Aquasonic. Clean cars, free prizes, and your favorite Bone personality. This Saturday with 102.5 The Bone.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you